free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Friday night in Arkansas means game day for young men who have been dreaming of this season since...
Audio check, 1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Denali Field at Cyclones Stadium for tonight's game against the Greenwood Bulldogs. We extend a very special welcome to all of our guests from Greenwood. This week, the Cyclone cheer team hosted a mini cheer.
Rex's Road to the Rock Rankings presented by the University of Arkansas at
The clinic
Little Rock.
included close to 100
It is
participants
time.
ranging from
From
kindergarten
week to
through
week, this is
sixth
what you've
grade.
been looking for
During the
forward to
clinic,
for a very
kids
long
learned to
time.
dance
But
and
it is
chants
the
as well as
Patcher
motions,
Agency
jumps,
game
and stunts.
of the week.
All of
This is
which
the big
will be
game
on
of the week.
display for you
But this
tonight.
big game is going to come from a
Coach
small
Chenault
town.
and
If
the
you know what I'm
Russellville
saying.
High
So
cheer
we're
team
going
would
to go
like
ahead and
to
talk
give a
about the
huge
Class
thank you
3A
to
once
parents
again.
for allowing these
Coming
kids
from the
to
classification
participate in the
Number
2025
one spot.
mini Cyclone
Number
cheer.
4 spot.
Welcome you if you're watching us on the YouTube channel. We'll be joining our radio broadcast here in just a moment as they're finishing up the high school football pregame show. You can always hear that from 6 to 6:30 on KCJC 102.3. Then we're going to start the Cyclone football pregame show, in which we talk to Coach Wheeler in the middle segment of that. And I just want to welcome you in and let you know that, of course, we had junior high football last night. Tough loss for the 8th grade team. They lost by a touchdown. Time ran out when they were on the 4-yard line. They spiked the ball, but there was no time left on the clock. Just needed one more second to have a chance to possibly score and go for 2 and win the football game. But let you know that the junior high will actually be back in action, not next week here, but 2 weeks from now. In fact, that homecoming week, you'll have a Thursday Colors Night game, in which the junior high is hosting Bologna, and then the next night, Friday night, Cyclone Stadium, as both the Cyclones, or all the Cyclone teams here, having homecoming festivities that week. And of course, culminates Friday night with our football team hosting Shiloh Christian. Next week, we're on the road. Both teams are. The junior high will go to BB, and our Russellville Cyclones will actually go to Mountain Home. If you click the subscribe button, you'll be kind of alerted anytime we go live, whether it's junior high football, high school football, volleyball, junior high volleyball, any of that stuff. So click the subscribe button if you have not already. We're going to join our pregame show here in just a moment.
Hands-on training, earn college credit, receive certifications, and get real-world experience with paid work opportunities at no cost to you. Learn more and discover all the programs we offer by visiting atu.edu/career center. Career readiness starts here at ATCC.
Russellville Cyclone Football is brought to you on River Country KCJC in part by Nice Campers, Ritter, First State Bank, by Alathus Realty, Congressman Bruce Westerman, Arkansas Tech University, Chicken Mart by Union Bank, River Valley Tinting and Glass, Huntington Learning Center, Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, Feltner's Athletes Corner, Arkansas Beauty College, Phil Wright Autoplex, Arkansas Tire and Auto, Gene Simple Treats, Russellville School District, Sorrel's Body Shop, Honda of Russellville, Chambers Bank, R&R Express, Stella Manor, and by Dr. Blaine Leeds DDS. Russellville Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
It's time for the Russellville Cyclone Coaches Show. I'm Mickey Duval. Tonight, the Cyclones host the #1 team in 6A, Greenwood Bulldogs. Last week, the Cyclones had their best offensive performance of the season, still lost to Van Buren 49-42. Greenwood, on the other hand, defeated the second-ranked team in Class 6A, Shiloh Christian, by a score of 35-24. It was a rematch of last year's state finals and what's predicted to be for the finals this year. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll hear from Cyclone head coach Dave Wheeler about tonight's matchup. This is the Cyclone Football Coaches Show on the EAB Sports Network.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
At Union Bank in Russellville, we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. We know your name, your story, and we're here to help you write the next chapter. Big banks treat you like a number, we treat you like family. Our Union team is right here with you, local, trusted, and always personal, offering a wide array of accounts designed for your lifestyle and with all the latest digital banking tools. Union Bank. Come see us downtown in the 500 building. Jason McGee and Jeb Smith are rooted in Russellville and focused on you. Union Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Cyclone Football Pregame Show. We visited with Coach Wheeler and asked him about the last time Russellville beat Greenwood, which was in the state finals, and his great defensive line.
I think that the fact that they had all 4 had unique personalities. They're kind of like the steel curtain back in the 70s for the Steelers, or maybe the D-line with the Cowboys, Randy White. I mean, it's just each guy brought something really unique, and they had a personality that was completely different than the other ones, and they were all tough. They were all football tough. They were football intelligent. They understood blocking schemes. They understood what was going to happen if, if the guard pulled, Chilino and Reed both knew if the guard pulled, the center blocking them. They knew it. I mean, it was just automatic in their head. They just cross face. I don't know that anybody ran power counter that year ever blocked either one of those guys the entire year because they crossed center face every single time. The ends, Vic and Campbell both, they would, as soon as that tackle blocked down, they were flat down the line closing their train wreck and that puller coming. And it's just, they became so football savvy and understood what was fixing to happen before the ball snapped that they were calling it pre-snap. And we end up doing that from then on. All my D-line do it now whenever they line up with the fullback. One side will say power, one side will say counter based on where the fullback lines up. They know which side is the power side and which side the counter side is based on where the fullback is. So they know what they're looking for before the ball snapped. If you know what's going to happen to you before the ball snapped, you can usually play pretty good. And so that type of thing, and then just the way they practice. I mean, I'd send them down there those guys down there on the barrels by themselves during scale, so I can watch the DBs, and they would go down there and they'd run through every blitz we had, and they make all the younger guys run through it, and they would coach every one of them dudes. And I'd look down there, I'd watch them, and there was nobody jacking around. There was no slapping around and ha-ha and laughing on it. They were freaking serious. And they'd get on them young guys. And it was, when you have a group that can just coach themselves for 5 minutes or 10 minutes in practice, you're going to be pretty good. And that's what they were. They were the best, like I said before, I told you, Mickey, they were the best group as a unit that I've ever coached based on the level that they were playing. I mean, like I told you, I've had guys in college that I coached that played in the NFL, but as far as the level of football that they're playing against in competition, they're the best group I've ever coached.
When I was interviewing Coach Dawson that week, after we turned off the tape recorder, he said, "Hey, what do you think?" And, of course, I said I was nervous. He said, "We're going to win the game." Did you feel that way as defensive coordinator?
I said it as soon as we lost, after the Greenwood loss that day there. I knew it. I knew we were going to win it. Our kids knew it. Our kids were going to do whatever it took to play in that game again, play them again in the playoffs. That they wanted to play them again. And when you have kids that, not just saying it because, like kids do sometimes, they just say things. They meant it. They knew we could have beat those guys. We should have. If they'd had another minute on the clock, we would have beat them. And they knew it too. And that's the thing. That's the difference is I think they knew it. Because Rick Jones came up to Billy and me after the game and said, "Hey, really good game, blah, blah, blah." And he said, "I got this bad feeling we're going to see you guys again, and it ain't going to be good for us." That's exactly what he said. I didn't say nothing. I want to say, back to you. And I had Coach McNabb ask me, actually, multi coach, he asked me, I saw him that our basketball teams played each other that Wednesday or Tuesday or whatever, and he was over here, and he asked me what I thought. I said, Cody, you know me. I never, ever say we're going to beat anybody, but I'm telling you we're going to win. I said, I promise you we're going to win this game. He's like, really? I said, yep, we're better than they are.
Yeah.
I said, and they know it. And that was the truth, and I really felt that way. I really did.
Now, switching to this year, there's been a couple games where Greenwood's not been Greenwood. Has it been flukes, or people figuring them out? What's I hate to say what's wrong with them, but what's wrong with them?
I think it's both. I mean, you got when I watched the West, I coached the Bentonville West, and those guys, that's a good football team. Pratt's got some players, and those guys are pretty dang good. They beat the crap out of Fayetteville the other day. So I mean, that's part of it, is they're playing a better football team, and Harbor's better too. Harbor's a better football team than they've been in the past. But part of it is, they're not the same explosive football team that Greenwood's had the last 2 years. They're skill guys, they're receivers. Those older kids they had that were seniors last year, the kid that went to Arkansas, and they had another one go to, one went to Arkansas, one went to D2 school, and then one went to another place. I mean, they had 3 receivers that went on to play college football. One of them's at U of A. I mean, they were really, really good. And of course, Archer's still there. And but I think the level of talent. Now, the kids they got are still good players. I mean, you throw the ball to them, they're going to catch it. I mean, they're still Greenwood. Yeah. But it's just there's a little difference in just the explosiveness and how fast they are, and just how strong they are and how big they are at receiver. Now their O-line's still big, and they still got the same stable of running backs they always do. But I think defensively, is where they're not as good as they've been the last couple of years. I think they've lost some kids at graduation that have been really, really, really great football players for them. Archer's brother, he's at UCA, and they had a corner sign go somewhere last year too, and another linebacker went somewhere. I mean, they had 3 or 4 guys on defense all play college ball somewhere. So, I mean, they're a good team, but they're just not as big and as explosive as they've been in the past on defense.
That's Dave Wheeler. We'll take a look at the 6A West when our pregame show continues.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
It's John here at Huntington Learning Center in Russellville, and I'm excited to share how we're making a real difference for families right here in the River Valley. Parents are saying things to us like, my child is finally excited to learn again. Whether your student needs to catch up, stay sharp, or boost a good ACT score even higher, Huntington's personalized programs can help them thrive.
Call Huntington Learning Center at 1-800-CAN-LEARN or visit huntingtonhelps.com today.
Welcome back to the Cyclone Coaches Show. Last week was week 1 for conference openers. So conference openers for all teams last week. Greenwood defeated Shiloh Christian 35-24. Lake Hamilton had no trouble with Siloam Springs 53-20. Mountain Home beat Fort Smith Southside going away 39-21. 3 teams remain in the top 5 in Class 6A. Shiloh's still ranked 2nd. They're ahead of Benton. Mountain Home is 5th in the standings. Tonight in the 6A West, Mountain Home travels to Shiloh Christian. The winner of that has the inside track on the number 2 seed for the playoffs. Lake Hamilton is at Fort Smith Southside. That was a 2-point win for the Wolves last year. Siloam hosts Van Buren. The Pointers have won 4 of the last 5 meetings between those 2 teams. Tonight's tough task for Cyclones, hosting the top team in the state. Coming up next, we'll check in from Cyclone Stadium. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op,
standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Russellville student Joanne Kim.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence and salute to our nation, our school, and the student athletes participating in tonight's event. And now please remain standing while the flags depart the field.
I'd like to welcome everyone to Cyclone football here at Cyclone Stadium, and not our typical intro because they are having the color guard march off the field. We were waiting, Stephen, to I think we might get this off in time, but they're actually marching off the field now, and right face to completely march off the stadium. So we are finished with that, and that finished with the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. And they did not do the alma mater yet. That might be coming for Russellville. But we welcome to you, coming to you live from Russellville and Cyclone Stadium, where it's clear, 77 degrees. The conditions are perfect for some Cyclone football tonight. Good evening. I am Mickey Duvall, coming to you from the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Lathis Realty. We welcome you if you're listening to us on FM 102.3 KCJC. If you're watching our stream on Cyclone Booth YouTube page, remember you can get all that info through the EAB app. If you're watching us, please click subscribe. You'll be alerted anytime we go live with an event. My color man tonight is Aaron Duvall. Our media team is Chase and Maggie Canfield. Our engineer producer, you've heard me mention his name already, Stephen Berry. We got our Cyclone Rewind as we start our broadcast here from Cyclone Stadium. Last week, the Cyclones lost a tough one. They lost to Greenwood. To Van Buren 49-42, and I tell you, it was a back and forth type game. Russellville had some high-powered offense type looks. It was, a great awakening, but Russellville still came out on the short end of the stick. Now Greenwood, on the other hand, they defeated Shiloh Christian in what was a rematch of the state finals from last year, and Greenwood won the game 35-28. Wasn't that close. Shiloh scored late to make that a little bit closer. It was close at the half, but Greenwood kind of ran away with it in the third quarter. And I turn to my color man tonight, Aaron Duvall. What do you think about tonight's game?
Well, what do you say about Greenwood? They're good. And you got to play an almost perfect game to stay with them and then take advantage of any weakness that they show. You know, they're averaging 43 points a game, but they're giving up 29 points a game. But I think to beat Greenwood, you've got to control the clock, to keep their defense on the field, and then you've got to score. You can't have any turnovers. You can't have any 3-and-outs, but you must play a very tight defense. I mean, they've got a passer on that team in Kane Archer, and I know you're going to talk about him later probably. But you cannot let their receivers get behind the secondary. And I was watching them warm up. They like to play that little swing pass to the tailback coming out of the backfield. And so we may see that tonight. So our linebackers have to be ready for that. But I think the key to this thing tonight is no turnovers. When we're on offense, no 3-and-out.
Yeah, it's quite the clash of offenses, but if you're ever going to pick off Greenwood and you don't have that massive team that can win state like Russellville did last time they beat Greenwood, this might be the year to do it. Not just saying for Russellville, but for any team. They had a close call against Bentonville West, and even closer call against Harbor. They defeated Harbor 43-42, and the game was very controversial. There was a controversial play in the final minute that gave Greenwood the victory. Kind of a controversial play in the last 5 minutes against Bentonville West. They have a 30-game winning streak, looking for number 31 in their way. Stand your Russellville Cyclones. We'll take a break, come back with more of your pregame show after this. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Ready to shape your future? At Arkansas Beauty College, a career in cosmetology means your success is in your hands. And with their hands-on ACCSC accredited programs, you'll have the skills and confidence to build a thriving beauty business. Plus, with financial aid available to those who qualify, your dreams are closer than ever. Imagine a future where your earnings grow with every new client you build. It's never too late to start your new career. Call Arkansas Beauty College at 968-3075 today.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Here at Autoplex, we want your car. We're giving cash on the spot, no trade necessary. Right now, we are buying local and giving more money than ever for local trades. Plus, while you're here, check out the 0% financing on 2025 GMC Sierra, or 2.99% for up to 72 months on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. Silverado Autoplex, we want your vehicle and we're willing to pay for it. Bring us your car today and leave with cash in hand. Come see us today at Phil Wright Autoplex, Russellville.
Welcome to the Gene Simple Treats Sugar Dome. Our reigning champ, the Salted Caramel Cupcake, is about to be awarded the belt for most delicious. But wait, what's this? It's the Triple Threat Cupcake from the top row. He's got the pin. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new champ. The Triple Threat Cupcake. Gluten-free, sugar-free, and keto-friendly. So remember Gene Simple Treats by Stovey's on Parkway. They make your life sweeter even if you can't have sugar by providing delicious and memorable treats for all occasions.
Welcome back as we come back here to Cyclone Stadium. This 22nd meeting between Russellville and Greenwood. Greenwood leads the all-time series 15-6. Sorry, we're trying to check over some things. We're seeing where they're going to honor a couple players, teams that we want to honor. I think they're going to do it at halftime. I thought they're doing it right now, just checking to make sure. So sorry about all that. Let me get back to the history of this series. The first 5 games between 1943 and 1983, Russellville won those first 5 games. Greenwood won the next 6. Russellville's last win was in 2016. We talked a little bit about that in our first pregame segment. It was a 6A state championship game. Russellville won that 37-23. We're going to talk about that in our Cyclone history moment at halftime. And it's going to be a feature of our Cyclone trivia question coming up at halftime. 2 times these teams played in one season. That was in 2016. And then 3 years ago, the Cyclones lost this game last year, 63-14. The Cyclones gave the Bulldogs a short field quite a bit. 4 turnovers last year. Greenwood only had 400 yards of offense. Not a lot when you talk about them scoring 63 points. It was a sportsmanship rule by the beginning of the second half, but Russellville did get touchdown runs from Luke Jones and from Marcellus Olson. Coach Dave Wheeler's net defeated Greenwood as a head coach. Came close in 2022. The Cyclones were tied 21-21 in the fourth quarter before losing that game. We're going to take a look at our Cyclone Watch when we come back. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
The Russellville School District is seeking bus drivers. Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. RSD is also looking for trip and shuttle drivers, earning $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors for $15 per hour. Drivers and monitors can receive teacher retirement, and drivers are eligible for insurance. RSD is a registered training site if you don't have your CDL. Apply online at the RussellvilleSchools.net transportation page.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
Chambers Bank in Dardanelle is a full-service community bank that loves helping their community succeed and values their partnership with customers and businesses. Every relationship is important and starts with trust at Chambers Bank. They're available in person as a trusted local resource for your banking and financial needs, with 2 convenient branches in Dardanelle at 6th and Union and 4th and Union, or call 479-229-1505 to start community banking with Chambers Bank. Member FDIC.
The scariest thing lurking in the dark isn't monsters. It's rising prices. But R&R Tire Express has a treat for you. That's right, R&R is reducing your payments by 25% on anything in the store. We know prices are high and wallets are stretched. So now's the perfect time to get the wheels you want and the tires you need. For a free quote, text the word tires to 43414.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
An EAB Media Group radio station.
Welcome back to Cyclone Stadium, the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. And last week was a ho-hum week for the Valley teams. Everything kind of went according to plan, and most of the games were not a contest. I mean, the closest game was a 25-6 ball game. Might have that same thing tonight. We'll see. In the Valley, Dardanelle's at Waldron. Ozark travels to Dover. Mena is at Lamar. Pottsville hosts Clinton. Mountain View is at Atkins. Perryville will host Danville. Bigelow goes to Hector, and Two Rivers will be at Jessieville. We mentioned to you about the 6A West and the games that we're going to be watching. The main one is going to be in the 6A, number 2 against number 5. Number 5, Mountain Home, goes to number 2, Shiloh Christian. We'll play both those teams in the next 2 weeks. We'll go to Mountain Home next week, and then the week after, 2 weeks from tonight, we're here for Shiloh Christian on homecoming. But that game's being played up in northwest Arkansas. Lake Hamilton travels to Fort Smith Southside, and Silent Springs hosts Van Buren. Now that's your full slate for the 6A West. Of course, this game here tonight. We have 4 captains out there for the Cyclones. Number 47, Nicholas Hallmark. Number 6 is Ethan Haney. Number 97, Julio Lopez. And number 96, which is Max Mitchell. And Russellville in their black jerseys with white pants tonight. Greenwood in white jerseys and navy blue pants. Greenwood wins the toss, and they elect to defer to the second half. And that means Russellville will receive. Greenwood wants to defend the south end zone. There is no win tonight. We're a couple minutes away from kickoff, but time for the Cyclone Watch. What's on your radar? Well, what's on your radar is looking at the number 1 team in the state, and you cannot beat yourself tonight. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have silly penalties. Russellville does that. They may not defeat Greenwood, but at least they won't beat themselves. It kind of felt like they did that last year. We're going to take a break, be back with the kickoff. This is the Crimson Cyclone Football Network, the AB Sports Network.
Twist the throttle, tame the trails, power through tough jobs. Honda's Ride Red Summer Sales Event is your chance to bring it home. And it's all happening now at Honda of Russellville. Explore Honda's rugged and reliable ATVs and side-by-sides, legendary street bikes, and full line of dependable off-road and adventure bike. Hurry to Honda of Russellville at 220 Lakefront Drive in Russellville today and save big on your dream Honda through September 30th. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and close the side vents and doors when operating a side-by-side. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 and older.
Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation provides skilled professional care in a compassionate, supportive, and comfortable atmosphere. Whether it's long-term care, a short-term respite, or 24-hour skilled nursing, Stella Manor offers compassionate, professional support in a comfortable, family-like setting. With a full therapy program, hospice partnerships, and director-led activities every day, your loved one receives care that goes beyond the basics. Call or visit today to see the difference compassion makes at Stella Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation.
Hey everybody, Dr. Blaine Leeds here down at the dental office. We're located at exit 58 in Clarksville at 1204 South Rogers. We're also welcoming Dr. Justice Williams, who's now placing implants and handling lots of our surgeries for us. Our outstanding new associate. Welcome back home, Dr. Justice Williams. Give us a call today, 479-97-SMILE. That's 479-977-6453. Dr. Blaine Leeds. Live, love, smile.
West Fraser is looking for skilled
All right, they stopped us early. They stopped the clock early, and so I know we're still on a break on radio, but we want to bring this to you. So if you're watching the stream, Landon Franklin's going to be kicking off. We'll have the radio rejoin us when they will rejoin us. Franklin getting ready to kick off for Greenwood. A couple players back deep for the Cyclones inside the 5-yard line. Franklin will kick this one off. It's going to sit sidewinder. It's going to be fielded by the Cyclones. No, it's going to go through the end zone and a touchback. And sorry, if you're just now joining us on the radio side, they stopped the clock on us. I wish they wouldn't do that, but because they have everything timed out, and they went ahead and did the kickoff. So Russellville will start at their own 20-yard line, and that's where Cyclone offense, again, just churn it out and get first downs, and we'll see. Go ahead.
Touch the ball.
All right, they say it went out of bounds after touching a Cyclone player, so Russellville will start inside the 5. All right. Big mistake by the Cyclones there. And Russellville will have it at the 2-yard line. You know, when that happened, I thought it touched us, but then I thought he waved his arm and went into the end zone. The white hat, though, says it's at the 2-yard line. So Russellville, we talked about limiting mistakes, but that's a mistake right off the bat. And the Cyclones already starting with their backs against the wall against the number 1 team in 6A. Greenwood not going to be in 6A very long. After this year, they'll move down to 5A. They petitioned the AAA to get them to remain up there. But nobody in 6A wants them, and Russellville's going to bobble a snap. It's a fumble, and if we recovered it, it's a safety. If they recovered it, it's a touchdown. And Greenwood has a safety. They call it a safety, and Russellville gives up a 2-0 lead right off the bat. I didn't see who the quarterback was, but whoever it was did not get a good snap, and Russellville will have to punt the football away, and I did say punt. They'll kick it away down 2-0.
I think it was Marcellus.
Well, it looked like a snap was a little bit off, but not where he couldn't handle it, and he just dropped it, picked it up, but he really had no chance after that. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, that's what. His little snap was a little bit to his right.
Well, I've never seen this where we had that on the first play of the game, but the first offensive play of the game goes as a safety, and the Cyclones trail 2-0. And you have the option whether or not you want to kick it off the tee or punt from the 20-yard line, but the Cyclones will have to kick it away, trailing 2-0.
Well, the officials can't even figure out which end of the field Greenwood's supposed to be on.
Well, they can line up at the 30-yard line. They have to be 10 yards away. And we'll see if the Cyclones want to hold. Most teams actually do hold it as a punt. We'll see if Russellville wants to do that. It will be Jesus Perez. And they'll hand him the football here. And Russellville will have to line up. They're lined up a little beyond the 20. They're trying to move him back. And no, he's going to put it down. So the Cyclones trailing 2-0 here on the first play. They had a bad snap, had to cover it in the end zone. Greenwood actually came up with the football. Jesus will kick this one off. Pretty good kick. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line by Greenwood across the 40. At midfield, breaking a tackle there. And sidestepping at the 45. He gets to the Cyclone 35-yard line as that was returned by Braxton Canada, one of their wide receivers.
Okay, this is a time our defense needs to step up here, and it would be great to have a turnover or some type of pick, anything.
Yeah, and if you've not watched them, you're going to have to help me because Greenwood goes extremely fast. Not as fast as they have, but still fast enough. Kane Archer, we talked about him in pregame, at number 8, back to pass. And he's looking toward the middle field. Now he's going to throw for the corner, and it's going to be incomplete as he was going for Canada on that far right side.
Yeah, that ball kept drifting out of bounds, and even if he had caught it, he'd have caught it out of bounds. Good coverage by the Cyclones.
He's been injured, and you can see his right side of his leg is taped up. He had a knee injury, still played through it. They cleared him at the last second, the day of. He played last week in that win against Shiloh Christian. He's looking left side, throw on a little hitch route. It's complete inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Good gain tackling by the Cyclones.
And that goes to number 88, Braden Rennick. That's just his 8th catch of the season. They put him down at the 34-yard line, 4-yard pickup, 3rd and 6. 3 wide receivers to the right on 3rd down. As another pass to the tight end. He's got the first down, very close. No, he did get it by a yard to the 27, as that's Rennick.
I didn't see who made the tackle. Very hard tackle.
7 yards pickup, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Greenwood. They get upset. They'll sub in and out, and if you take the time to sub in, they get upset about that. Sometimes the refs will slow them down. Screen pass complete to the far side to Canada, who had that big kickoff return. He'll get a couple yards before being pushed out of bounds. So a pickup of 2 on the play.
Except for that first pass, they're just hitting them about 5 yards.
Yeah, they'll do that, and then they'll throw it deep on you. Kane Archer, 22 Division I offers. It was offered by Arkansas as an 8th grader. He'll throw a screen pass, and it's complete, but they're going to go for no gain there. Coming out of backfield is
number 5 is the one who got that.
Who caught it?
No.
Oh.
Thompson's one. Made the tackle. Or was it Haney? Yeah, it was Haney. I'm sorry. Number 6.
3rd and 8. I was looking who caught the football. It was a new player for Greenwood who doesn't have a catch this year. We don't have him, J.C. McMillan. On 3rd and 8, Archer looking, got the wheel route. It's complete to number 5, and he can't break that last tackle before he steps out of bounds, Wesley Raggio. He's one of their 2 running backs. They've been running the ball a lot more this year.
1st down and goal.
Because to take some pressure off of Kane Archer. They got him down at the 7-yard line, 1st and goal after the 18-yard pickup there. They've converted a couple 3rd downs on this drive, 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 8. Here's the handoff. They're going to give it right up the middle. And fumble on the play, and Russellville comes up with it.
That's number 43.
Recovered by the Cyclones.
Bartlett.
Ethan Bartlett came up with it.
That ball just laid on the ground there. No one was going after it. I don't think they saw it. And Bartlett looked at it, and he just covered it.
Well, the fumble there, they don't turn the ball over much. But that one, I believe that was Raggio that fumbled the football, and Russellville will take over. And good job by the defense. Bent a little bit, but did not break.
Well, they started the clock a little fast there.
Yeah, it's already at 10 seconds. This is way too fast. You got to wait because you got to switch the football and all that. Cyclones at 4 seconds on the play clock. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Callahan, weaving his way. He'll get the 10 and then spin move there for a couple more yards.
Well, the last 2 or 3 games, Callahan's really been running good, very powerful up the middle.
Well, you got Ladarius Prince, who's been injured, and as of Wednesday, they had kind of tipped us off and said he would not be cleared to play in the game tonight.
Gained 7 yards on that play.
At the 13-yard line.
2nd and 3. 3 wide receivers bunched up the left side, run the option, and Marcel's going to keep it himself. He's got the first round, tried to cut back. He does for a couple more. If he breaks that tackle, it would have been interesting there for Marcellus Olson.
And that's enough for a Russellville Cyclone.
Pick up a 1st down there on the 5-yard carry by Marcellus Olson. He had a touchdown run against Greenwood last year. You know, Greenwood's defense is only coming in the game. They've only collected 4 turnovers. Got that first one, the fumble, really wasn't a turnover, but a safety. Felt like a turnover. Russellville moving some people around. 6 seconds on the play clock. A toss here to Callahan, running right side, and he'll get to the 20 and maybe the 21. We'll wait to see.
It seems like Callahan's always going to get positive yards. He's a very tough runner, tough to bring down.
Thomas Newcity on the tackle.
Be 2nd down and 7. Russellville much different on offense than Greenwood, but most people are. Most people do not go as fast as Greenwood does. They're NASCAR all the time. 2 wide receivers to the short side of the field. Let's see if one comes in motion. 2 running backs. Marcellus will actually move them both. 7 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion. They'll turn, and they'll fake the handoff and running the option here, faking the pitch. And he's going to break a tackle at the 21-yard line. A late flag coming in. I tell you, they hit him across the face. I thought maybe they were going to get a face mask penalty, but this one came from the back judge. And there'll be an injured player there for Greenwood. We'll have to wait and see what the call is and see if it's going against the Cyclones. Officially, it's a 1-yard run for Olsen, but we'll wait and see. The white hat waiting for him to signal. Personal foul, face mask against Greenwood. Yeah, that's what I thought. He grabbed the face mask, and so you'll tack that on at the end of the run. The back judge saw that. I'm surprised the side judge didn't see it because he was running to that side. So, 15-yard penalty. Russellville will have it at the 37-yard line. So you tack that on to the end of the 1-yard run. Greenwood does get penalized a lot, and they actually have the most personal foul penalties defensively from anybody in our conference. Now realize that's not just through one game. We're counting the non-conference games also. But they kind of have a history of that. They don't mind playing with a little bit of an attitude, especially on defense. They're a good team. They have been for a long time. They know it. Greenwood player walking off.
Number 89, I believe.
I thought 89. They have 49 on their defensive front. This is 89 Cooper Webb. They can't afford to lose 49 Cody Johnson. He's one of their only 2 returning starters. That's been their Achilles heel this year. Is their defense has actually struggled, and they don't like talking about it. Their defense kind of got aggravated a little bit talking about that the first 3 weeks. So Callahan will get it on first down. Tell you, I thought he was stopped for a loss, and somehow just kind of kept the legs turning. You get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Callahan now 3 carries for 10 yards. Cyclones trailing 2-0. 7:30 left to play here in the first quarter. Russellville's first play from scrimmage. They fumbled it on a snap in the end zone, fell on it as they were pinned back. It all started with that kickoff when Russellville touched it and it went out of bounds. Russellville shifting on the line before the snap. It's the second consecutive time they've done that. And they'll turn and hand this one off on a delayed draw, and nowhere to go for Callahan. He is going to lose yards on this one.
Well, Greenwood had that one sniffed out. They were waiting for him, just as you said, no place to go.
Well, you wonder if Russell might be setting up something, going to fake handoff and roll out next time, but maybe could have done that time because Greenwood knew what was coming. It's 3rd and 12, and Russellville's offense, they're built to break some runs, but they're not really built for 3rd and 12. So maybe get somebody in open space, one-on-one, and try to break a tackle. We'll see if it's a screen pass or they throw it downfield.
Timeout.
Yeah, they might have to. It's down 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You don't mind wasting these beforehand in the first half, wasting the timeouts. Russellville will call a timeout. We'll take a quick break. 6:23 left to play first quarter. Russellville trailing 2-0. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
South of high prices is more than just a slogan. Johnny's Story in for River Valley Furniture. You know, Leon and Doug and their dad, the late Danny Dubaum, had a commitment for more than 3 decades, and that commitment was to provide great furniture value at a reasonable cost, south of high prices. And that's exactly what they do, along also now with Danny's grandson Hunter at River Valley Furniture locations on North Elmira and the new Ashley Home Store, Highway 331.
Welcome back to Cyclone Stadium, the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Russellville trailing 2-0 to Greenwood with 6:23 left to play in the first quarter. Cyclones calling timeout ahead of a 3rd down and 12. Chris Young, the head coach for Greenwood, in his 7th season as the head coach, but he's been there for a long, long time. Started out as a junior high football coach and worked his way up to offensive coordinator for Rick Jones for many years. He was the OC when Russellville defeated Greenwood. In fact, Greenwood's the only place he's coached. Did not play for Greenwood. Graduated from Fort Smith Northside on 3rd and 12. It's going to be a quarterback draw. Can Marcellus get free? Breaks a tackle there at the 40, gets to the 45-yard line. Could be a couple yards short, but you're going to think about this maybe. You pick up 10 on 3rd down and 12. You don't think Russellville will go for it, but, you know, really, to be honest with you, you got nothing to lose.
I think they will. Well,
doing some, yeah, okay, I'll say Jesus Perez coming in. He's a wide receiver, but he is coming in to line up and punt. Russellville on 4th and 2, at least looking like they're going to kick it away. Why not do a hard count here?
Greenwood has nobody back.
Yeah, they're not. They're like, well, you just kick it and we'll let it go. Almost like PA used to. Look, they're running off the field just like Pulaski Academy does. And, well, what a really good punt by Jesus Perez. Now he has 4 punts this season that have been down inside the 20. This one goes to the 10-yard line, a 45-yard kick with no return. I've always kind of, to be honest with you, I've always liked when teams don't put a punter back there or a punt return guy back there, because I think too many things can happen. Fumble, block in the back, something like that. And I remember Kevin Kelly at PA used to say, he accomplishes go. He got you to punt. Why mess it up? Kane Archer going to roll out on 1st down. Plenty of time throwing. And he's completed pass at the 15, breaking a tackle and getting hit forward across the 20 for a 1st down.
Archer complete to Canada.
That's Braxton Canada at the 23-yard line. Their best receiver is number 2, Champ Davis. To be honest, I don't know if he was going to be cleared to play in this game. He got hurt in last game and came back and played a couple plays, but they weren't for sure. Here's a handoff running the far side. They'll step out of bounds. That's Mario Dunbar. They use 2 running backs. He's the one that gets the most carries, but not many. It's always been their quarterback running, but with Kane Archer, with the knee injury, trying to nurse that a little bit, doubt that he's going to do much running over the next few weeks. Pick up 5 yards, though, 2nd and 5. Archer back to pass. He's going to fake, and he is going to take off and run. You see him trying to hobble. He's just trying to get out of bounds. He does, and gets the 1st down. They've told him under no circumstances do you take a hit. You get out of bounds, and it worked there as they pick up 6 yards for the 1st down. Sorry, more than that. They put him at the 39-yard line, so 11 yards on the pickup. 1st and 10 for Archer. He's got 2 wide receivers to each side. Now, Russellville going to use their 2nd timeout here with 4:55 left to play in the 1st quarter. Use the defensive timeout. We'll take a break. Russellville trailing 2-0. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Since 1991, Miller Roofing has stood over Arkansas rooftops as a symbol of trust, quality, and family. Miller Roofing Company has handled thousands of roofs with one goal in mind, exceeding your expectations through experience. So when storms strike, shingles age, or the unexpected happens, you don't have to wonder who to call. Remember Miller Roofing Company. They don't just build roofs, they build peace of mind. Visit miller-roofing.net today.
Welcome back. The Cyclones using their 2nd timeout here in the 1st quarter. A defensive timeout. Coach Wheeler not real happy about that. Last 1st down carry, maybe not getting set. Greenwood, they're ready. I mean, they are a machine. They train these guys, and they play unlike any high school team that I've seen, where they are ready to go, where they are on the football. I see college teams that aren't this disciplined. 1st and 10 for Greenwood as they lead it 2-0 here in the 1st quarter. Screen pass, they got the bubble screen set up, and he'll shake a tackle at the 45. He'll get to the 47. Canada about a yard shy of the 1st down. 2nd down and 1. Archer now 7 for 8 for 53 yards. Canada has got 3 catches for 24 of those. 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and 1. They're going to hand off. They're going to get the 1st down. We had a shot at it, and in the backfield, and they do get the 1st down. We have a flag coming in back in the secondary as a helmet pops off of a lineman, Jackson Cepeda, and we might be getting a personal foul penalty on us.
Official timeout.
Officially, it's a 2-yard run. We'll see. The flag is back in the Cyclone secondary at the 39-yard line. Personal foul against Russellville. So we've had 2 personal foul penalties, 1 on them and now 1 on us. That should put them at the 36-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10 there. And they'll go 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mario Dunbar staying in at running back. He's to the right of Archer, back to pass. They'll pump right. Plenty of time. He's going to roll to his left. He's motioning. He's going to fire this one. It's complete. Stepping out of bounds inside the 25 is number 3, Benton Hosley.
That's what I'm saying. Their receivers are getting too wide open. We're going to have to tighten it up a little bit. And I know we have to protect our back, but still, they're in front of us, and he's just picking us apart right now.
And he will. He's good enough to do that. There's a reason why he's got 22 offers. He's committed to the University of Central Florida if that holds. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Plenty of time. Throwing across the middle. It's complete and tackled at the 15-yard line.
Archer complete to Hosley.
Hosley, number 3, with his second consecutive catch. And they get to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 1. They're going to hand this one off and trying to bounce it outside. He's got the first down, cuts it back up in at the 10-yard line. Mario Dunbar, they'll have it 1st and goal. Going quickly as they get at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, an 8-yard pickup. 3 carries for 15 yards for Dunbar. Got wide side here to the left on 1st and goal. Dunbar again, almost the exact same play. And did he get in? He did. In for the touchdown, 7 yards.
Touchdown, Greenwood.
Well, it looks like that they were content to take what Russellville gave them on that drive. They started the drive at their own 10-yard line. They go 90 yards in just 9 plays. And even just handing the ball off, bouncing that outside the tackles.
Well, Russellville's giving them that short pass, and like you say, Archer's taking advantage of it.
This will be Landon Franklin, who's missed 1 PAT this season. 23 of 24, has not attempted a field goal this year. And he'll hit that one. And it's 9-0. Greenwood leads. We'll take a break. 3:40 left to play in the first quarter. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
It's time for a road trip to Hot Springs National Park, Arkansas, home to the legendary thermal waters giving Hot Springs its name. This unique mountain town features historic bathhouses, hiking trails, biking trails, a 4-story treehouse, roller coasters, a casino, horse races, bathtub races, an interactive science museum, fishing, boating, parades, a bustling downtown, and a peaceful vista overlooking it all. Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's time for a road trip. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
Franklin getting ready to kick off for Greenwood. We're at Cyclone Stadium, the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. Bulldogs leading the Cyclones 8-0. We'll talk about the scoring summary here in just a moment. But we're waiting the kickoff. It's happening right now. Might have been offsides, but they don't throw the flag. Yeah. Russellville going to take this one at the 5-yard line. He's across the 20. Got some room there at the 40. Can he cut back? He can. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. 35. They got the angle on him. They're going to bring him down inside the 25 to the 22. 73 yards.
Cyclones on the return.
I couldn't tell if that was 10. It was 10. Sam Callahan. 73 yards on the return. He took it from the 5 to the 22, and Russellville in business. I'm going to try to answer here to Greenwood. That scoring summary, they go 90 yards in 9 plays, 1 minute and 50 seconds. That's kind of what they do. They are so good, so efficient, and going quickly. 9 plays in a minute 50 seconds. But Cyclones looking to answer here. 9-0. Greenwood leading. Russellville on 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 22-yard line. Play action. Olsen. He's got a man wide open. It's Hallmark, and he can't catch it. He had to come back to it. It was underthrown a little bit. Nicholas Hallmark. That was that play we thought they were going to run. You know what? Maybe a counter off that. They did that and just missed it.
Had a little air underneath that ball. Plus, it's a little short, and it looked like when Hallmark came back, his feet slipped out from under him, and he just really couldn't get close to the ball.
Yeah, 2 Cyclones were the closest guys to that pass, but the ball was underthrown, and Hallmark just couldn't get to it. He doesn't. He's got good hands. He doesn't catch very much. He's only got 2 receptions on the year, but he's usually staying in blocking. Now Russellville with 5 guys wide.
Clock's down to 2.
They're going to quarterback draw here to Marcellus Olsen, weaving his way inside the 20. Gets in the red zone to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play.
Gain of 6.
Marcellus now 5 carries for 20 yards. Boy, that was a good play design on that, though, even though we didn't make a connection, wasn't it?
It was. It had Greenwood completely fooled.
You know, you watch teams that run the veer, run the dead tee, the triple option. When they do pass, usually guys are wide open. And that kind of had that feel. 3rd down and 4 for the Cyclones. 13 seconds on the play clock. Changing personnel. Bartlett in. Hallmark in. And now even Ethan Haney, Jekyll and Hyde in.
Down to 5.
Yeah, Russellville may have to use their last time out here. They're trying to go quickly. 2 seconds, 1 second. Can they get it off in time?
No.
Nope, they're going to get the delay of game. Russellville did not want to use their last time out, but they're going to have to. Nope, they're not going to get to. So they are going to say, hey, that's a penalty. Russellville did not get the timeout called. I wonder if Russellville knew it, just kind of said, hey, we just got to take the penalty or what. But it seems like they are starting the play clock a little quick at times.
They are. Who does that? Is it the white hat?
Yeah, he'll usually motion when to start it. So 5-yard penalty is a killer. Instead of 3rd and 4, it's 3rd and 9. Moves us back to the 21-yard line. Play clock down to 13 seconds. Russellville changing personnel again. We do still have 1 timeout. We're going to have to hurry on this one. 7 seconds. We're not going to get this one off. We're going to have to call timeout. Or we're going to get another delay game. 2 seconds, 1 second. Nope, they get his snap off. Marcellus Olson running left side. He's going to pick up the 1st down. He's got more. He's into the end zone. Did they can't? No, they're going to say down at the 1. I sure thought he was in.
Yeah.
But he's got the 1st down on 3rd down and 9. Marcellus Olson all the way to the 1. Pick up a 20 on the play. And the Cyclones have it 1st and go. Look where they put him, inside the 1-yard line. Inside the 1.
And look, the clock's already started.
Russellville going quickly here. They got to get a lineman off. They're going to go tight formation. Olson with that almost like a tush push. This one easily into the end zone for the touchdown. The Cyclones score. They answer after the touchdown by Greenwood, thanks to a 73-yard kickoff return by Sam Callahan. And Marcellus Olson does a big part of it, converting a 3rd and 9 on a 20-yard run. 1st and goal from the 1. He carries it in from 1 yard out. And now the Cyclones lining up maybe for an extra point. They always line up to check and see if they get the look they want to try to run for 2 or kick the extra point. They don't get the look they want, so they'll change some personnel. Daughtry Renfro in to hold it for Jesus Perez. Perez, he's perfect on the year, and he remains perfect. Boots that one way onto the Don Carnahan track. Cyclones trail by 2, 9-7. We'll take a break. 1:36 left to play the first quarter. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
Well, we get to do a scoring summary for the Cyclones. They go 22 yards in 4 plays. Marcellus Olson, a 1-yard touchdown run. Jesus Perez added the extra point. Russellville goes 22 yards on their scoring drive in 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Greenwood went 1 minute 50 seconds, and they go 90 yards. Just different clash of different offenses. But the big play was a kickoff return by Sam Callahan of 73 yards to set up Russellville at the 22 for that drive. But just equally as big a play is converting on that 3rd and 9 after Russellville got the delay of game penalty and almost got a second one.
We're going to get flagged here. The clock.
Yeah, Russellville going to get a delay of game.
I can't
on
believe
the
this.
kickoff. On the kickoff.
I think if I was a coach, I'd be talking to some people.
I have not seen a delay game on the kickoff.
5-yard penalty.
So, but Russellville does get a delay of game penalty. So they have to move it back 5 yards. They still haven't even started the clock this one. Boy, it just seems odd that now they start it. It just seems odd. Usually you have to wait for the okay, and I don't think we were sitting there for 25 seconds. Do you?
No.
Here's a pooch kick. Their running back bobbles it. He's going to take it and then be hit immediately at the 35-yard line. He paid for that one. They'll take it at the 34 is where they'll officially give it to him. And I got to take a deep breath. You are going to have to talk on these because I have no. I had to take a breath. They go 90 yards in a minute 50. And
see, they hadn't even started for Greenwood yet.
Yeah, they started now. They don't really need it, to be honest with you. They're going to hand it off to the running back. He'll get a couple yards, maybe 3, Dunbar.
On the carry.
And you watch, they're going to go very fast here. They're going to set it down at the 37-yard line, make it the 38, pick up a 4 on the play, and they're ready to go, just like that. Archer back to pass, looking right, throwing, and it's going to be off the hands, incomplete. Cooper Bland. If he throws that on target, it's picked off.
Yeah, it is. I was looking at that. Our man out there, number 5, Thompson.
Well, it's good to see Julius Thompson out there. Russellville said they were going to have to move some guys around, help out on defense because Greenwood going so fast. They're going to rush 3 here, 3 down linemen. And Archer going to roll out on 3rd down. Here comes the late pressure. He's going to cut back. He's got an opening on the left side. He's across the 40, 45. Russellville wants a holding penalty, but they're not going to get it as Kane Archer gets to midfield before he runs out of bounds. And there was a player down at the 40-yard line for Russellville that was begging for a holding penalty, but he's not going to get the call. We'll put it down at the 47-yard line. Pick up a 15 yards for Kane Archer. It's 2 carries for 25 yards. They were told us they weren't going to run very much because of being hobbled. Didn't want him to take a shot, but both times he's been able to run out of bounds, way away from pressure. 1st and 10. Man in motion is Cooper Bland. Screen pass complete. Naraggio breaks a tackle in the backfield. He'll get across the 45 inside there to the 43. Check that. That's Dunbar.
Jackson Booker on the tackle.
Booker on the stop. They'll put him down at the 41.
Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 at the Cyclones.
2nd down, 5 on the play. 2 receivers to the right, immediately going here. A handoff, and they'll get to the 40-39 before Dunbar took a shoulder pad in the gut there, and it'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Thompson back in on that stop as well.
Technically a 2-yard run because the ball not quite to the 39-yard line. 3rd down and a long 3, or short 3. They're going to hand this one off. They've got the 1st down and a whole lot more as Wesley Raggio gets the carry. 1st down for Greenwood as they get inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Pickup of 7. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Bulldogs. Raggio will stay in there at running back. 6 plays on this drive, 38 yards. This is the longest they've taken. They get the clock all the way down to 13 right now. They're going to move in the formation a little bit, and we'll see. That's the end of the first quarter. Russellville trailing 9-7 to Greenwood. Greenwood on the move. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Shiloh Christian leading Mountain Home 26-14. That's still in the first quarter. We're starting the second quarter here. Russellville trailing Greenwood 9-7. Welcome you to Cyclone Stadium, the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. And Greenwood looking at 1st and 10 from the Cyclone 33-yard line on the move. They've had 2 drives. They ended a fumble inside our red zone, and their second drive ended in a touchdown. This is their 3rd one. Russellville gave up a safety on their first offensive possession and then a touchdown. Here's the handoff up the middle to Wesley Raggio. He gets positive yards inside the 30-yard line to the 28. Pick up a 5 on the play, 3 carries for 13 yards. Second down and 5. Ball on the left hash mark. They got the little S back. And they're going to keep it with Archer. And he's kind of moving around out there as he gets out of bounds after picking up the first down. He's closer to taking a hit than what I think they would like, but there is a flag. And it's going to be back at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a hold.
It finally got one because I've seen 2 at least, and you saw one.
Yeah, I did see one. They took down Max Mitchell on that big play, that big run by Archer. And Max was waving his hands around trying to get the attention of the white hat. That's what they tell you to do. They put it down at the 28-yard line.
Second down and 5.
Hand off to Raggio, trying to bounce this one outside. Russell will wrap him up. He's very close to a first down.
He is stopped short.
And I think he'd about be a yard short. It'll be third down.
Third down and 1 at the Cyclone 25-yard line.
I don't think we'll see a quarterback sneak.
Well, you never know. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and they got the first down easily to the 21.
Raggio has enough for the first down. First down and 10 Bulldogs at the Cyclone 21.
Raggio has it for the first down at the 21. Rolling out to his right, throwing, complete a pass underneath. They get inside the 10. Canada gets tackled at the 5-yard line. And they're going to go fast here, first and goal. At the 3-yard line.
First down and goal.
18 yards on the pickup.
That's Bartlett that brought him down.
Hand off to Raggio. He swarmed after getting to the 2, maybe the 1-yard line.
Hallmark back in.
Second down and goal as they have it at the 2. Raggio again, no. Quarterback will keep it. Hit, and they're going to say he's into the end zone for the touchdown. 15-7 our score is Greenwood, very anticlimactic, scores the touchdown on second goal from the 2, and we'll wait the extra point. The only extra point they missed, they actually had blocked. Kick is down, it's up, and it's good. 16-7, we'll take a break. Greenwood leading. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Power plus speed plus exhilaration equals the fabulous English sports car, the Lotus Emira. You want it. You need it. Play this month at Saracen Casino and qualify for the drawing on Saturday, October 25th. Incomparable, captivating, intoxicating. Lotus Emira, the world's best-sounding automobile. It can be yours from Lotus of Nashville and Saracen Casino.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
On the scoring summary, the Cyclones defense gives up the touchdown. We're still trying to total that, so we're going to give you the kickoff first, as it's 10:20 left to play here in the first half, and the Cyclones trailing by a score of 16-7. All right, they're going to kick off from the right hash mark. Russellville's last kickoff went for 73 yards. They'll fumble this one, but they'll scoop it up at the 24-yard line. And that's where the Cyclones will set up shop at their own 24. He's the one that had the big kickoff return.
24-yard line. First down and 10.
We're still trying to do some totaling on that last scoring summary. Greenwood just, as they go fast, it affects the defense. It actually affects me because I can't keep up with the stats, and so we might just have to get that back at halftime. I know it was a 71-yard drive at 13 plays, but that's about all the totals I have Russellville looking at 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Empty backfield. Olsen going to throw a completed screen pass out here to JRT. Spin move there, gets to the 25, the 30, and be brought down there at the 31. A Greenwood player shaken up.
Had some good blocking out there in front of him. 43 Bartlett was out there blocking and got injury timeout.
Yeah, Greenwood player down. We're going to take a break. 10:08 left to play the first half. Russellville trailing 16-7. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Finding your place is more than just a location. It's about discovering your purpose, exploring your passions on a campus that feels like home. At A-State, you can achieve at the highest levels, form lasting relationships, and support the Red Wolves, both on campus and in the wild. Whether you're into research, the arts, healthcare, or maybe something else, there's a place for you at Arkansas State University. Find your place in the pack. Visit astate.edu to learn more.
Welcome back to the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty. That last touchdown drive, Kane Archer goes in from 2 yards out. 71-yard drive in 13 plays in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. The extra point was good by Landon Franklin, and Greenwood leading it by a score of 16-7. The Cyclones get that little screen pass that goes for 6 yards. The Greenwood player getting helped off the field is number 23, DJ Dobbins. He's one of their 2 returning starters from last year. He's also a pretty good basketball player. He's a starter on their basketball team. He has an interception this year. They only have 3 picks. I'm sorry, 1 interception. That's right, 3 picks and 1 fumble on the season. He's got 1 of them, and he is slow to get off the field, being helped off. You don't like to see that.
Yeah, they were looking at his right ankle, so he's taking his time.
That last catch, Jeremiah Ross Thompson, that's the first time he's been targeted in this game. And Marcellus Olsen now 1 of 2 for 7 yards. First completion. Russellville had a pass play that might have scored that went incomplete, but they end up scoring on that drive anyway. Marcellus Olsen will turn and hand this one off to Callahan, and he'll lose a yard back to the 30-yard line on 2nd down and 3.
Well, it looked like Greenwood knew Callahan was going to get it. They rushed in there.
Callahan had that big kickoff return of 73 yards, but other than that, offensively, he struggled some with 5 carries for 17 yards. JRT, Jesus Perez coming in, a little bit more wide receiver package as Bartlett and Flores come off. Play clock at 19. Cyclones with plenty of time. And trying to milk some clock at least just to keep their defense off the field a little bit and give them a breather. 2 wide receivers to the right, none to the left. Man in motion, that's Callahan. They're going to fake the screen pass to him. Olsen will carry, and he'll pick up a yard. His helmet pops off, and so he'll have to come out for a play. Russellville punts, it won't matter.
No gain.
They're going to put him down at the 30-yard line, so 4th down and 4. The Cyclones will bring on the punting unit. If they were going to run a play there, they would have to do it without Olsen, or they would have to call timeout. This time they do put somebody back.
Yeah.
That'll be Cooper Bland, one of their wide receivers, but still not really coming after the block. They're all standing up. And they are going to fake it. Jesus Perez is going to throw this one, and it's going to be incomplete. Russellville went for the fake. And Jesus Perez threw it. Nobody was out on the left side. The coaches seemed confused. They came out, and they're like, I don't think they were thinking that was going to be a fake punt. And so the Cyclone coaches are confused.
Yeah, we had some receivers down there, but they weren't even close to the ball.
Well, and I'll tell you, watching it, if you look at the receivers, they were like, hey, what's going on? This well, I don't know. I mean, they were like, they were confused because they thought it was a punt. They were trying to down it, and that's how confused they were. Kane Archer makes quick work on 1st down as Cyclones kind of still reeling. Rennick, who only has 7 catches coming into the game, has his 3rd catch tonight here on 1st down.
Yeah, he's really going about 7 yards, and there's that little pass to the little swing pass to the right side.
Yeah, he passes there in the same play, or same player, should say, on first down to 16. They'll go second down from the 9-yard line, second down and 3. Russellville running on players here on second down. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. As they're knocking on the door from the 9-yard line, they'll hand this one off to Mario Dunbar, and he's going to get close to a first down depending on where they spot it.
Yeah, we had him. Looked like we had a shot at him in the backfield, but he's so quick.
Yeah, they pick up a yard there. They actually give him no gain because they put him back at the 9-yard line.
There's Archer.
Archer's going to take it left side, trying to bounce it out the outside. He's got the first down. He's got the touchdown easily. And 9 yards out on the touchdown run for Kane Archer. That's his second touchdown tonight. He's only got 52 yards on 5 carries. I say only because he's usually their leading rusher. But the knee injury has hampered him a little bit, we were told, but not tonight. 5 for 52 and 2 touchdowns. 22-7 our score. Greenwood leading and on awaiting the extra point. Extra point by Landon Franklin. Holding it is Cruz Coatney, the backup quarterback. And it's good. 23-7 our score. 8:10 left to play in the first half. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
My primary care provider helps me make better decisions about my physical and mental health.
They're the first person I talk to if I have any questions about infections, medications, or any other health concerns. And most insurance companies don't charge you for having annual wellness checks.
With them, I have the help I need to stay on top of my health game.
There are many reasons to have a primary care provider, but if you're not getting regular checkups, you're not getting a complete picture of your overall health. Visit chistvincent.com to find a primary care provider.
Russellville going for it on that fake punt. And I go back to that. Jesus Perez threw it out left side. There was nobody there. One of the gunners actually came down and downed it. He thought that it was a punt. And so Russellville just not on the same page. Greenwood turns that into points. They go 32 yards in 4 plays in just 43 seconds. Archer, his second touchdown run tonight. They lead it 23-7. Kickoff will go out of bounds. Russell will get good field position here. We're at Cyclone Stadium. This is the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Lathis Realty.
Wheeler's still giving the line judge an earful. I think he's complaining on that touchdown run. There was a hole. It looked like it, but I wasn't for sure. But he is really... He's been after him for the last 2 or 3 minutes.
He's upset here because you're supposed to have the option. They were putting the ball down, and he goes, no. I want them to kick it again. And that's what he's upset about here, and he's right. Greenwood is supposed to, Russellville is supposed to have the option. And they're moving them back 5 yards to kick off again. And Greenwood doesn't realize it. They're putting it back down at the 40. Like, nope. You actually have the option of 4 things. You can take it where it went out of bounds. You can take it where they spot if it goes deeper than that, the 35-yard line. And Coach Wheeler says, no, we have a good kickoff return team. We want them to kick it to us. And so they're going to kick this one a little deeper, but this is going to set up for Russellville. They'll take it at the 17-yard line. Callahan, a full head of steam, is across the 35, takes a big lick, but he's got a better field position than if Russellville would have taken that. So a good call there by Coach Wheeler.
Yeah, very good.
They'll put him down at the 37-yard line, I believe. So a 20-yard return by Callahan. I mean, he broke one for 73. So that's what you want to do. And Coach Wheeler's absolutely right. I'm sure he's frustrated with other things, but I'm sure he's like this. No. You got to ask me what we want. And they did not ask a bit, and he took that opportunity to give the White Hat an earful. They start the play clock now. Russellville running out onto the field. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in the first half. The Cyclones kind of hung around, but they've only stopped Greenwood once on offense, and that was a fumble inside the 10-yard line. The Cyclones really need a scoring drive here. Empty backfield for Marcellus Olsen. He'll keep it himself and not much running room, but he breaks a tackle at the 35, making something out of nothing across the 40, 45, and he's going to be very close to a first down. That should have been a 2-yard loss. And there is a flag back at the line of scrimmage. Illegal shift against the Cyclones. My goodness.
Did you see that? I didn't.
I did not. Did not see the illegal shift. So it'll be 1st and 15. Russellville penalized 4 times for 30 yards. And Greenwood 3 times for 30 yards. Remember, 1 was on the kickoff there. At the 32-yard line is where Russellville will be moved back. I think he had the first down, too, if we don't get that shift call. I think they were going to spot him there at the 47.
Boy, that was a good run.
Yeah, it should have been a 2-yard loss, but Olsen, who coming into tonight needed 6 yards to get over 1,000 for his career. He's got that. He got 43 yards tonight on 9 carries. He'll carry it here and almost the exact same play, but this one is going to be wrapped up back at the 30-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play.
Well, he faked throwing it out to the left. They had a lineman out there, number 72. I have to look and see who that is, but out there to block. But Greenwood did not go for the fake.
It'll be 2nd down and long. Marcellus Olsen, second time his helmet's popped off. You have to come out for 1 play. Last time it was after a 3rd down play. This one, Russellville will have to play a play without him. They do have a timeout if they want to call it, but they're going to switch to one of their backup quarterbacks, Jeremiah Ross Thompson, JRT. 23 seconds on the play clock. Cyclones still changing in and out personnel. They kind of look confused, though. They're not sure what to do here on 2nd down and 17. Lining up now with 8 seconds on the play clock. Ross Thompson will keep it himself, breaking a tackle there at the 30, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage at the 37-yard line. Pick up a 7 on the play.
Well, that's a very powerful run. He had about 5 or 6 Greenwood defenders hanging on him the last 4 yards and did a great job.
3rd down and 9. Ross Thompson, his first carry tonight. And Olsen will come back in at quarterback. Under 6:40 to play here in the first half. The Cyclones trailing 23-7. Gave up a safety on the first offensive play from scrimmage.
We're down to 9 seconds.
Russellville scored a touchdown when they were down 9-0. It's been all Greenwood since then. Olsen on 3rd and 9, empty backfield. Just gets the snap off. It's low, but he picks it up. He's going to heave it downfield, and this will be picked off or incomplete. A diving play. It's going to be intercepted. And by Blaze McDaniel, it's the first interception that Russellville has thrown all season. Just miscommunication there.
Yeah, that was to Thompson, and he stopped.
And there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage, and I tell you, a Russellville player had his helmet ripped off, and he's not very happy about it. And I wonder if this is like a wrestling referee where they got the second foul. I think that's Carson Harris down there upset. I think it was number 70 that had his helmet ripped off. That's Carson. And if he did something, look, I know Carson. If he did something, it was in retaliation. He's Carson's. He's not the one to start things. So.
Well, the white hat threw his hat down right beside his flag.
Personal foul, face mask against them, and a penalty against the Cyclones. Unsportsmanlike conduct, so they got both fouls. What does that help? I mean, you rip a guy's face mask off and you retaliate, so you wipe it off the board. Now, doesn't that erase the play?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think because the face mask happened in the middle of the play. They ripped off Carson Harris's face mask. And Coach Young is upset for Greenwood. He's like, hey, it's a post-possession play, but the face mask happened during the play. And here's what they're going to do. They're going to mark it off against Greenwood and put it down at the 47-yard line. And then mark it back off against the Cyclones at the 38. And I said that was the first interception by the Cyclones, thrown by the Cyclones this year. It is. As Russellville doesn't throw very much. So 15-yard penalty. It's not offsetting penalties. They count against both schools. And now they're talking to Coach Young. I understand what he's saying. He said it happened after the play, but during the play is when you had the face mask. The dead ball personal foul was against the Cyclones afterwards.
3rd down and 9, Russellville.
So the Cyclones will have another chance. So take off the interception. Russellville will have it 3rd and 9 from their own 38-yard line. Good thing the chains didn't move. They're still stuck right there.
Nobody in the backfield.
Yeah, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, to the left for Marcellus Olson. He's looking left. He's going to tuck it and run. No, he's going to fling it out here, and it'll be incomplete as he was trying to go to Julius Thompson.
Olson's pass incomplete.
And Russellville punted away, but I tell you, I don't know why, but it feels better that he did that instead of throwing the interception.
Yeah.
.609 left to play here in the first half. Cyclones trailing 23-7.
You know, after that 45-yard punt, they've decided to put a man back there. That's twice.
Cyclones don't fake this one. This one's going to be a little short. It's going to hit at the 40 and kind of hover right around there. So it'll be a 22-yard punt with no return. Greenwood will have the ball at their own 40-yard line. And here's where I ask you for help again, because I tell you, they go way too fast for me. 6 minutes left in the first half. They've had touchdown drives very quickly. Their longest touchdown drive was 3 minutes and 16 seconds, and that's an eternity for them. Empty backfield for the quarterback. Kane Archer, plenty of time. He's still backpedaling, rolling to the right, and he'll throw. It's complete there to Redneck, who took a shot going out of bounds. When you say holding, I don't know if that means did they throw the flag or?
No, they didn't throw the flag.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
They get to the 42, a 2-yard pickup there to Redneck, who's got 5 catches tonight. Wait a minute, they put it back at the 40-yard line.
They were holding Parker.
Okay, so it actually goes for no gain. 2nd down and 10. Empty backfield once again for Archer. Looking left this time, and they come after him quickly. He'll complete the pass to Dunbar, and he'll ride a tackler out of bounds and to the 43, so pick up a 3 on the play. Russellville needs to get off the field. I say that here on 3rd down, and they need to at least stop them here. 5 of 6 3rd down conversions for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 7, they need midfield.
3rd down and 7.
Archer back, looking across the middle. Nothing there. Still the back there, not pressured. He's going to roll to his left, eyes downfield. He'll throw and take a shot. It's a completed pass on a nice diving catch there by Hostley at the Cyclone 40-yard line.
Yeah, he took a shot, and we just let the receiver get behind us.
Yeah, it wasn't a great pass. He was able to jump up and make the catch. 17 yards on the play, 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 41-yard line. Kane Archer now 138 yards passing. That's the 3rd catch by Hostley for 37. 5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Cyclones trailing 23-7. Greenwood offense on the move. The only time we stopped them, we got him to fumble inside our 10-yard line. They'll hand it off here straight up the middle. He's got a lot of room. Raggio gets inside the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Got 4 men coming in. We're trying to keep fresh people in there, but it's very difficult to do.
Pickup of 16 yards on the play. That doubles his rushing totals. His longest run from scrimmage. 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 25-yard line. Back to pass, looking left side on 1st and 10. There's a hold, and they do throw the flag. That's really obvious. They're going to throw this one well out of bounds, and they could have called 2 holding penalties on that one. Number 58, Alex Vanderwatt, absolutely tackled Max Mitchell, I think is who it was. And now not a bad play by Vanderwatt, because if he doesn't, I think Archer gets nailed. But Raggio actually could have been called for a holding penalty, but I think they already threw the flag. Well, it'll be the same thing. They'll put it back at the 35-yard line, so 1st and 20. They can pick this up easily, so don't rest on this. Clock stopped with 4.5 to play here in the first half. Russellville trailing by 16.
From the Cyclone 35-yard
Well, they hadn't started the clock yet until.
Yeah, they haven't.
Now they have. No, they haven't.
No, they're still sitting at 25. They have not started the play clock. The white hat, I'm looking at him. He hadn't started it. Back to pass, throwing, complete to the near side of Rennick. Shakes a tackler at the 30. Russell just ripped the ball out. And I tell you, that was, he ripped it out. Juju Thompson, and he picks it up.
Ripped it out of his hands. I mean, turned him around and took the ball away from him. Julius Thompson did a great job there.
Yeah, he did. And Russellville needed that. It was, they say Jackson Booker. Sorry, Booker. That was Juju Thompson is the one that ripped it out, and he picks up the football. And Russellville, with their second turnover collected tonight, that's the most turnovers they've got all year for defense, 2 fumbles, and Greenwood going to use a timeout here. We're going to keep it right here. 4 minutes, 24 seconds left. You could see that he held Rennick with his left arm and was just ripping the ball with his right arm, and sure enough, Juju able to come up with that. Russellville's collected 5 fumbles on the season. They do not have an interception. 5 fumbles counting those 2.
Well, that came at a good time.
Well, going to try to give some scores for you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Give them some scores.
Well, I don't have them yet, so I'm going to try to.
Look up Village Academy.
Mountain Home is trailing Shiloh Christian 33-21. Russellville will go to Mountain Home next week and then host Shiloh Christian for homecoming in 2 weeks. That ball game a couple minutes away from halftime. We're going to have some scores for you at halftime. We always try to look in the 6A West. Russellville starting this drive after the fumble recovery. And Greenwood with a delayed blitz, and Russellville going to run right at it and get positive yards as Callahan crosses the 30 to the 32. You know, we haven't seen Sam much in the last few series. That's because Coach Wheeler said he was going to try to use him a little bit more on defense because of being down a little bit numbers-wise through injuries. And he said he hates to do that because he's done such a good job, and they need him on offense because of the injury to Ladarius Prince, who did not play last week, and he is not cleared to play tonight. 2nd down and 6 as the pickup of 4. Russellville with 1 timeout if they want to use it on this drive. Play action, Olsen rolling to his right, away from pressure, throwing downfield, and we're going to have an incomplete pass, and that could be a pass interference, and there it is. Yeah, it looked like number 22, who almost had an interception earlier, Blaze McDaniel, absolutely just dove at the a player for Russellville. I think that was Jalen Thompson.
No, it's Daniel Brown, I think. Number 11, Danny Brown.
Okay. I thought it was I thought they were going for number 20, but either way, it doesn't matter. They're going to put it down, let's see, from the 32. They're going to have to mark it back from the 32. Whoever it was, Blaze McDaniel dove at the Cyclone receiver. And I don't know if we make the catch anyway, so that's what's funny about it. It's a 15-yard penalty. It'll give us a first down. The Cyclones have it at the 47-yard line. It was 20? Okay, it was Jalen Thompson.
Was it? Okay.
Olsen going to keep it himself. He's running across midfield, weaving his way through the secondary, and he'll go down inside the 40. Smart, don't want to take a lick there.
He did a great fake to Callahan. Of course, Greenwood was ready for Callahan, and that opened up the left side for Marcellus and just outran a lot of the defenders.
16-yard pickup for Marcellus Olsen now. Thank you, Chase. Chase is the one helping us out on that.
So Chase corrected me? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
going to have to talk to him.
Olsen now 10 carries for 57 yards. Helped out by that penalty, too, but it was the good call. They gave Russellville first down. They get a first down in that run by Olsen. Olsen with 2 players in the backfield gives this one Callahan. He's going to weave his way left side and dive inside the 30-yard line. Stays in bounds. Put him down at the 29-yard line.
Russellville keeps running to that left side. He broke 2 tackles and was able to gain the extra yards.
Well, they ripped off Carson Harris's helmet, and just run behind him. He's probably angry anyway.
Yeah.
They got him and Malachi Childers, number 76, on that left side.
That's about the third helmet they've ripped off.
Yeah, they've Olsen's a couple times. Olsen will juggle this one on 2nd 2 and turn and hand it to Callahan. He does a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage. That play seemed doomed from the very beginning.
Well, if that ball had bounced a little higher off his hands, there's a defender right there.
3rd down and 2 for Russellville, nearing the 2-minute mark.
The left side's the short side of the field. I don't know if they'll run that way.
Russellville would love to score here, but they're trying to use up as much clock as possible. They got 17 seconds on the play clock. I don't know if they want to use a timeout here, but they may be thinking about it.
Marcellus has come out.
Yeah, JRT, the quarterback. Shifting around, 6 seconds on the play clock. Ross Thompson will keep it himself after the fake. He breaks a tackle at the 31. He's down the left sideline, 20, 15, and tackled inside the 15-yard line.
Jeremiah Ross Thompson.
Jeremiah Ross Thompson, they're going to mark him down at the 11-yard line. No. Where are they going to put it down? Put it down at the 13?
And made up their mind, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be 16 yards on the pickup. They're converting that 3rd down and 2. Now you got 1:35 left. They deemed that he was out of bounds, so the clock is stopped. 13 seconds on the play clock. Remember, Russellville with 1 timeout remaining. So you have plenty of time down here. Do whatever you want. They got Olsen back in. He's going to keep it himself on the quarterback run. Lead power there. He gets inside the 10. Dives forward to the 8-yard line.
Has good blocking ahead up for Danny Brown and Callahan blocking in front of him.
Well, you called it. They're staying behind that left side.
Inside the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 5.
Second down. Almost the exact same play. They'll get to the 9-yard line also.
Olsen Patton on the carry.
Yeah, 24, Dickerson was there for Greenwood.
3rd down. 44 seconds left to play. I said time wasn't really an issue. It may be now. Russellville still with a timeout, but the clock rolling. It's under 40 seconds, under 35 seconds. 25 seconds on the play clock.
They're milking it right now.
Yeah, Russellville could get a 1st down at the 4, so this is making me too nervous. Cyclones are probably thinking we just got 2 plays to try to put this in the end zone. 18 seconds left. Man in motion. They're going to settle right there at the tight end spot. Hand this one off to Callahan. Breaks a tackle to 7. He's going to cruise into the end zone. Bouncing off like a pinball. He scared it in from 9 yards out.
Broke 3 tackles on that run. Great job by Callahan.
With 7 seconds left, great job milking that clock. I was nervous, but Sam Callahan gets the touchdown run. Russellville, they're going to go for 2 here. We'll see. They might see what they like here. They're going to snap it to the side, and it's going to hit the turf, and the 2-point play will fail. We'll take a break. Russellville trailing 23-13. This is Cyclone Football, the EAB Sports Network.
What does it mean to be taken care of? And to know that the people around you are taken care of too? What does it feel like to trust that you'll be able to get health care, to prevent illness, and to help you heal? Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind, so you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
Cyclones get the touchdown drive. We'll look at the game summary after the fumble. Russellville's turned both of Greenwood's, well, I guess I'll say one of their 2 turnovers into points. The Cyclones go 72 yards in 8 plays in 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Callahan, the 9-yard touchdown run. The 2-point play failed. Russellville, they line up like that all the time. They snapped it sideways, which is legal, but the snap did not make connection with the back, and so the play was not there, I guess is a nice way to say it. It just wasn't there, but that's all right. You get the a touchdown. Russellville will kick this one off. It's going to be fielded by Braxton Canada, and it carries him into the end zone. He caught it at the 1-yard line. The momentum carried him into the end zone, I guess is the call, but Russellville touched it earlier, and they counted that, so I don't know about that one. And so because he caught it outside the goal line, I think he should have to return that. We'll see if Greenwood wants to do something here with 6 seconds left. They have 3 timeouts, but 6 seconds really.
And they're going to get the ball to start the second half. They may go for a deep one. Russellville's playing for it. They've got about 4 men back at the 45 to 50-yard line.
And it looks like they're just going to take a knee. They do take a knee back at the 18, and that'll end it for the first half. Russellville trailing, but only by 10, 23-13. Our halftime show coming up for you next. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Ready for a music tour through the Arkansas Delta? Let's see. Johnny Cash Boyhood Home? Check. A live broadcast of the country's longest-running blues radio program? We've got it. A visit to the restored childhood home of Levon Helm? On the list. Find these spots and more as you travel through the Arkansas Delta Music Trail. Sounds from the soil and soul. Go to deltabyways.com to see all the driving tours through the Arkansas Delta Byways region.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now, and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, an on-site health clinic, annual bonus program, and more. Check out lexicon-inc.com/football and help us build America one project at a time.
The electric cooperatives got its start lighting Arkansas, and we continue to meet that demand with every resource we can deliver. We're powering your life where you live every single day through one of 17 local cooperatives, each unique, always united, and in your community. Our mission, to provide reliable, affordable, and responsible power to every corner of Arkansas. It's the local hometown cooperative way, because we're better connected together. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas.
Did you know that Henderson State University offers a nurturing classroom environment with caring faculty who will invest in your career success? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come check us out. Visit hsu.edu/getready for additional information. Did you know that Henderson State University offers the only aviation degree in Arkansas? You can learn a lot at Henderson. Come fly with us. Visit hsu.edu/aviation for additional information.
Welcome back. We're at the half. Russellville trailing by a score of 23-13. And time for our Did You Know Your Cyclone Facts? And here's our question this week. We're going to talk about the 2016 state championship game. Can you name the starting front four on that Cyclone defense? A great starting front four, and you heard Coach Wheeler talk about how smart they were, and even during practices. And he said it's the best core group he's ever coached at any level, you know, as far as competitive amongst what they are playing against. And I remember him saying it back then, and I talked to him about it then. And so that was one of the things there. So we want to know if you know the starting four on that front court defense back in 2016. We'll have the answer coming up at the end of halftime. Well, are you ready for your takeaways from the first half? Russellville trailing by 10?
I tell you what, it's been a good first half. Russellville's done a good job running the ball. We said earlier, just before the half, Russellville has found something on that left side of that offensive line, or the right side of Greenwood's defensive line, and that's where we're running, and we're gaining yards. Plus, it's keeping the clock on our side. We said at the beginning they needed to control the clock. They need to keep Greenwood's defense on the field, and we've done that pretty much that first half. We created a turnover. That was a great thing on Thompson, just ripping that ball away from the Greenwood player. Did a great job there. Our defense is playing good. Greenwood is just a machine on offense, so I think we're holding our own pretty well, 23 points the first half. The big thing, though, no 3 and out. That's what Russellville, we said we can't have that. Russellville hadn't shown that tonight. We've been able to keep the ball and go down the field and score 13 points against this defense. What we need to do is come out in the second half and stop Greenwood's drive, take the ball, and score again.
But, I mean, you know kids. I mean, they're 16, 18-year-old kids. We've been in games already this year. We're down at halftime so much and close to the sportsmanship rule. These kids got to be excited about this first half and how, we didn't play our best game, and we're right there within 10 points.
Within 10 points. The other thing is Greenwood players, you said earlier, I don't know if we was on the air, but Greenwood is heavily penalized. And we've seen that tonight, ripping helmets off, grabbing face masks. Let me tell you what that's done to, I think, that Russellville players. It's created a desire. We're going to not rip their face mask off, but we're going to blow them off the line, especially our offensive line. And I think that's been to our advantage of the penalties that's been called on Greenwood.
Yeah, it's one of them things where Greenwood, you're supposed to win this game. You're supposed to win it easily. You might not want to wake a sleeping giant. They kind of did there when they aggravated Carson Harris. Not that he wasn't playing well, but it's almost like on that last drive, he said, hey, get behind me. I got this. I do want to give you the details of that last drive. We'll give you the scoring stats later, but Russellville did go 72 yards in 8 plays. And Callahan, that 9-yard touchdown run, the 2-point play failed. That happened with 7 seconds left. We got a bunch of stats coming up at the half, but we'll do that when we come back later on. Next is coming up, our segment will be This Week in Cyclone Country. We'll talk about what's going on in other sports across the Russellville school districts. That's coming up. Russellville trailing 23-13 at the half. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Treasurer of State John Thurston. Saving for your child's education is so important. We know that putting money aside for college or technical school is tough, but we're here to make it easier. Every drop in the bucket adds up over time. I encourage you to open an Arkansas Brighter Future 529 account for your children or grandchildren today.
To learn more about the Arkansas 529 plan, its investments, objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement at brighterfuturedirect529.com. Paid for by the Arkansas Section 529 Plan Review Committee.
More students are turning to UA Little Rock because we're leading the way in making college affordable for all Arkansans. With the Pell Grant, the Arkansas Academic Challenge Scholarship, and our half-off scholarship, you can get a college degree without debt. Don't qualify for Pell? No problem. We have options to help you affordably earn a 4-year degree. With scholarships and campus jobs, we're removing barriers for all. That's the Trojan Guarantee. Expect more with UA Little Rock.
Greg Hatcher and his companies are proud supporters of high school football. The Hatcher Agency is the state's largest employee benefits agency, offering outrageous service and voted best insurance agency in Arkansas virtually every year since 2004. Hatcher Capital Investments offers 401k plans and wealth management. Twin City Limousine offers vehicles that are great for weddings. And, of course, the popular Scoops homemade ice cream. Greg Hatcher and his companies wish you a successful season.
It's a great day for football. Two rivals battling it out for a record-breaking crowd.
They're saying it's $1.5 billion.
Huh?
Wait, that's how much the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised for students since 2009. Because every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps students. They've given more than 822,000 scholarships and counting.
Okay, back to football. Two rivals.
This is winning, folks. Playing the lottery is a win for students and maybe you too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Welcome back. We're at the half here at Cyclone Stadium in the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. The Cyclones trailing Greenwood by a score of 23-13. We'll get to the stats later, and I was just talking to someone saying that those hidden yards, that's what's been big for the Cyclones in the statistical category. But time for This Week in Cyclone Country. We want to start up with volleyball, and Russellville had a tough week. They went on the road. I mean, they lost 2 games, but not just that. It was tough that the places they went. They went to Silent Springs on Tuesday and at Harrison on Thursday and lost both matches. This coming week, they'll be at Greenwood on Tuesday. The next home match will be on Thursday. It'll be at Cyclone Arena against Shiloh Christian. It'll be Dig Pink night there on Thursday. Whirlwind Volleyball, got this from Coach Cindy Williams. The 9th grade won 2 conference games this week against Searcy and BB. Great job, Lady Whirlwind Volleyball team. Tennis has had a busy week. They've been making up games, matches, things like that, but they're getting ready for conference. Conference will be October 6th and 7th next week, and it'll be hosted by Russellville, but it'll actually be at Arkansas Tech. The Cyclone relay team, cross-country team, coached by John Frazier, they'll run tomorrow at the Chili Pepper Run at the University of Arkansas cross-country course. That run's been around a long time, so good luck to them. They were successful in the Cyclone relays. They've had a good year that will be winding down here in just a little bit, coached by Coach John Frazier. Not just the high school team, but the junior high team has been fantastic. Junior high football lost a tough one last night. The 8th grade game, they lost 39-32. The game ended with the 8th grade team on the 4-yard line. They were trying to spike it. They didn't get the spike down before the clock expired. The 9th grade team lost 34-16. That is not indicative of how that game went. The 9th grade Whirlwinds actually scored early in the fourth quarter, midway through the fourth quarter, and they were down by 4, 20-16. Ended up giving up a couple touchdowns, one extremely late against Searcy. Next week they'll play BB. They'll be back at home 2 weeks from yesterday, so not next week but the week after when they host Bologna for Colors Day. Also want to send our congratulations to the Lady Cyclone golf team. They're actually going to be honored here at halftime if they haven't been already. I've been checking down there on the field. The Lady Cyclones, all they did was win their 3rd consecutive state championship. This one was unexpected. They weren't the favorite, even though they might have been targeted because they won the last 2. They won it with a overall score of 241. That was 4 strokes better than Hot Springs Lakeside. Lady Cyclone golf team actually took their first lead with about 7 holes to go. He got tied back up, and they ran away with it a little bit in the end, finishing very strong. Susanna Manns, once again, for the 3rd consecutive year, she wins the overall individual with a under par round of 67, the only high school girl that was under par. Raquel Manns also was an all-state competitor as a freshman here, as she scored 84. That was within a 5-way tie for 9th place. Anna Kay McSpadden, who finished up her round with a round of 90. She's the one that actually sealed the deal. The Lady Cyclones were watching her, and it was also like a Ryder Cup situation where they ran out to greet her because they kind of knew that with the 5-stroke lead at the time, they kind of knew it was going to be wrapped up. They won conference and won state for the 3rd consecutive year. Congratulations, Lady Cyclones. The Cyclone boys team, they were the 5A West runner-up. They actually tied Harrison and had to go to a playoff, lost the sudden death playoff. They'll actually will play at the 5A state. That'll be on Wednesday this coming week at Pine Bluff Country Club. It's hosted by Whitehall, and all conference members, Riley Davis, Lawson Lewis, and Caleb Campbell. Just so unfair. Caleb Campbell just walks off the basketball court, and all he does is become all-conference golfer within 2 years, or in the 2 years that he competes. So just guys like that just aggravate me, and I'll tell that to Caleb Bedford Campbell next time I see him. There's a few minutes, about 9 minutes left in halftime. They'll probably add some more time. So when we come back, we're going to give you stats of the first half. Cyclones trailing by 10 at the half, 23-13. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Bill Wright Autoplex, we want your car. We're giving cash on the spot, no trade necessary. Right now, we are buying local and giving more money than ever for local trades. Plus, while you're here, check out the 0% financing on 2025 GMC Sierra, or 2.99% for up to 72 months on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. Bill Wright Autoplex, we want your vehicle and we're willing to pay for it. Bring us your car today and leave with cash in hand. Come see us today at Bill Wright Autoplex, Russellville.
At the University of Arkansas, we're preparing students for the future with an unbeatable mix of academic excellence, affordable tuition, record scholarship funding for Arkansans, and a proven track record for success after graduation. The Razorback experience delivers value and opportunity at every turn for them and for the communities across our state that they will impact. We're dedicated to Arkansas and improving the lives of Arkansans. That's been our mission since 1871.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
For more than 150 years, Lyon College has offered exceptional opportunities for Arkansas students and launched outstanding careers right here in the Natural State. Now the future is even brighter with the opening of our brand new football stadium on the Batesville campus and our new School of Dental Medicine in Little Rock. From our strong academic reputation and competitive athletics to our beautiful campus, Lyon is dedicated to preparing graduates who make a difference in Arkansas communities. Learn more at lyon.edu. Lyon College, a better world starting in Arkansas.
Welcome back. We're at the half here at Cyclone Stadium. Russellville trailing 23-13 to Greenwood. This is the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. And time now for your stats from this first half. Lopsided a little bit on Greenwood, but remember when I go through this that Russellville had 73 yards of a kickoff return. That set up Russellville's first score. Total yards 255 for Greenwood, 120 for Russellville. For the Cyclones, they're 1 of 3 passing for 7 yards. That pass was to Jeremiah Ross Thompson, but they run the football pretty well. 113 yards on the ground. Olson has 61 of that on 12 carries and a touchdown run. Sam Callahan, 28 yards on 9 carries for a touchdown. Jeremiah Ross Thompson, 24 yards on 2 carries. But he had a big 16-yard run on that third down play. For the Bulldogs, Kane Archer has 17 of 19 passing for 145 yards. He also has a rush for 52 yards on 5 carries and 2 touchdowns. Mario Dunbar has the other touchdown run, 7 carries for 28 yards. When was the last time we played Greenwood? They had 3 touchdowns on us, and none of them were passing. That's been amazing there. And so going through the rest of the stats, Russellville did have 1 fumble. They did not lose it. 2 fumbles for Greenwood. They lost both of them. Greenwood 39 plays, 27 yards, and they're getting ready to honor the golf team right there. So we see 3 of the 6 members, so congratulations to them. As we continue to go on, 5 penalties on Russellville for 45 yards, 6 of 70 for Greenwood. Third down conversions, 3 of 6 for the Cyclones, 6 of 7 for the Bulldogs. They went for 1 4th down. They got it. We went for a 4th down on a fake punt, but it was kind of a mess up there. We didn't get it, but not everybody on the same page. Russellville in the red zone twice. They scored 2 touchdowns. The Bulldogs have been in the red zone 3 times. They had 3 touchdowns and 1 fumble, and that's your stats. We're going to post those on Facebook so you see that. We're at halftime. The Cyclones trailing 23-13. We'll give you some scores from around our league. At the half, Shiloh Christian leading Mountain Home 33-28, and Van Buren leading Siloam. Also a halftime score. Thank you, Mr. Elliott. Van Buren leading 17-0. We'll take a break, come back with more of your halftime show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hugs. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. And we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago. But come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange. Because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Car trouble, big or small, Oscar's Auto Repair does it all. From oil changes to brake work to those tricky transmissions with the weird mechanical issues no one can figure out, the experts at Oscar's have you covered. Stranded? Call Oscar's for fast, dependable towing. Need a replacement vehicle? Ask about their on-site rental cars to get you back on the road in no time. Whatever vehicle issue you're struggling with, remember Oscar's Auto Repair, 1000 East 28th Street, Russellville.
Thinking about buying an RV? Now's the time, and Nice Campers is the place. This family-owned and operated dealership is celebrating the Forest River Great Getaway Sales Event happening now. Shop top brands like Tracer, Flagstaff, and Puma with no hidden fees, no pressure, and financing starting at just $99 a month. Visit Nice Campers at 3814 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville or call 479-229-1499. Browse anytime at nicecampers.com. Nice Campers, family values, unbeatable deals, and adventure-ready RVs.
Some say it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. Maybe.
With Right Fiber's 100% fiber internet, you always win. You win with our fastest speeds up to 5 gig. You win with our smart Wi-Fi. You win with our free installation, unlimited data, and local support. Winning with Right Fiber will make you fall in love with gig speed internet. Get Right Fiber. Get gig speed. Sign up and win at rightfiber.com.
Welcome back. We're at the half here at Cyclones Stadium. We're at the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Cyclones trailing 23-13. We'll give you some scores. Dardanelle leading Waldron 28-0. Ozark ahead of Dover 22-7. Mena leading Lamar 14-0. Atkins shutting out Mountain View 14-0. Pottsville trailing Clinton 21-12. And a second quarter score, Bigelow is trailing Hector by a score of 6-0. We're going to do our trivia question for you. Do you know your Cyclone facts? The question was about the 2016 state championship game. Can you name the starting front four in that great Cyclone defense? And we did have a winner, Colin Apple. He was the first one that got it. It was number 10, Leighton Bikanowski, number 98, Jacob Reed, number 40, Paul Chelino, and number 61, Matthew Campbell. I think Campbell, a lot of those guys played offense too, but Campbell was one of the guys that never actually came off the field. And that great team, Russellville, only lost one game. They lost to Greenwood. They end up avenging that loss with a 14-point victory at War Memorial Stadium to win Russellville's second ever state championship. Congratulations if you got that, if you weren't able to type it in. But Colin Apple, we did see on our YouTube page, was able to answer that. And knows his Cyclone defense. How about that? Russellville trailing by 10 here at the half. We'll mention this in our Cyclone history. Russellville in that game against Greenwood actually had lost earlier in the year. Russellville lost by 3. Russellville trailed 27-10 after 3 quarters, but they trailed by as many as 18. Cale Folsom, a 1-yard touchdown run, a 97-yard drive in 4 plays. Josiah Woodard had a 73-yard run on that drive. They got Greenwood to have a 3-out punt. Cale Folsom to Stokes for a 1-yard touchdown run. Greenwood recovered an onside kick. Russellville had minute 31 left when they scored and cut it to 3. Did not recover the onside kick, but that's when Coach Wheeler was talking about, and he said that he knew his team wanted to play him again, and that's when he knew if Russellville had the chance that they were going to beat Greenwood. If they had a chance to meet them, they did in the state finals. But that game that Russellville lost 27-24, when I talked to Coach Dawson back then, he goes, that's when the guys, his team, realized there was nothing special about that G on the helmet, and he knew. And in fact, he addressed the team on the field after the game and said, let's do what we need to do to see these guys again. And Russellville would meet them later, beat them by 2 touchdowns, 37-23 for the second state championship in Cyclone history. We're going to take a break. We come back, we'll have the second half for you. The Cyclones trailing here at the half to Greenwood 23-13. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Running a business, a household, or just everyday life can be hectic. The last thing you want to have to think about is banking. At First State Bank, we focus on providing you the financial tools and exceptional service you need so you can focus on what really matters. Whether it's managing your business from the sidelines or making life run a little smoother with convenient and flexible financial solutions, we've got your back. Give back to business and life. We'll take care of the rest. First State Bank.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
Friday night in Arkansas means game day for young men who have been dreaming of this season since elementary school and their coaches who have prepared them. Championships will be won on the gridiron. Some hearts are sure to be broken, but all the athletes will learn valuable life skills about teamwork and hard work. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman. As a beneficiary of the lessons learned from playing Arkansas high school football, I approve this message. Best wishes to all the players, coaches, and fans.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
If you're ready to explore career training with cutting-edge technology and earn college credit while still in high school, the Arkansas Tech Career Center is here for you. We're shaping the next generation of Arkansas's skilled workforce one student at a time. You will receive hands-on training, earn college credit, receive certifications, and get real-world experience with paid work opportunities at no cost to you. Learn more and discover all the programs we offer by visiting atu.edu/career center. Career readiness starts here at ATCC.
Are you working hard to feed your family on a budget? Visit Chicken Mart to get all your Crispitos, pizza sticks, restaurant quality chicken nuggets, strips, wings, and fries all in one stop, and lots of opportunity purchases that are so good they may never come back. Check out Chicken Mart in 2 convenient locations before you go grocery shopping and see what they have for your family. Chicken Mart's been serving the River Valley since 1983 and still going strong. Visit 1808 South Arkansas Avenue or 106 Weir Road in Russellville. Chicken Mart, your chicken and more store.
Russellville going to kick off here to start the second half as we're live from Cyclones Stadium in the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. You know, it feels like Russellville really didn't get the ball to start the game because their first offensive play, they had that safety. And so Greenwood got their first series and scored the touchdown. They get the first series here of the second half. But that's the way it is. So Russellville will just have to deal with that and play good defense. How about a 3-and-out turnover? We used that. Russellville with 2 turnovers caused by their defense in that first half, turned one of them into points, and again the hidden yards there by the kickoff return by Sam Callahan. And Cyclones are right there, trailing by 10 here, 23-13. Perez will kick off for the Cyclones. Switch in, they'll defend Cyclone Hill. High end over and kick. This is going to be returnable as it's fielded at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, spins away there, and he's trying to get to the edge. Brandon Flores can't chase him down. Stops at the 38-yard line, takes a lick there. Again, a little spin move. He'll get to about the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. Braxton Canada there on the return.
Yeah, 2 spin moves, and he gained quite a bit of yards, but that last one, he did his little spin move and got nailed.
Well, it worked for him on a 32-yard return. And take a deep breath, and here we go. Starting the second half, 2 receivers to each side, and then the running back out around the S-back position. He's the one coming in motion. They're going to call the quarterback draw, and he'll get to midfield. Not going to slide. He's going to try to bounce this the outside, and he's got a lot of room. He's at the 40, 35, 30, and step out of bounds, a 25-yard line. I think that knee is fine for Kane Archer.
Well, he didn't want to take any chances, but Russellville wasn't ready for that. We were looking at their receivers, but
that's 38 yards on the pickup, 1st and 10. They'll hand off this time to the running back, Mario Dunbar, and he'll get inside the 20. And now we have whistles being blown and
flag down.
Yeah, on the side. I think we may have been offsides.
Flag on the play.
Morrilton leading Alma in the third quarter, 21-14. I tell you, that 5A West conference with Morrilton, Alma, Greenbrier, Harrison, that's tough. So erase the run because they want the 5-yard penalty rather than the 5-yard run because they get the extra down. 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs. I tell you, I just don't know if you're going to get them on a 3-and-out. I think the only way you stop them is you get them to turn the ball over. They'll hand off to Dunbar. Mario trying to bounce this one outside. He does just enough to get to the first down marker inside the 15-yard line.
If you notice, Dunbar likes to run toward the middle of that offensive line. Then he'll break to the left just about every time. And we've got to stop that.
First down at 10. They'll hand off to Dunbar there, who's cut down.
Dunbar on the carry. Thompson on the tackle.
Yeah. Thompson did a good job. Got him around the ankles.
2nd down and 9.
They give him a yard to the 12-yard line. 9 carries for 33 yards. Dunbar does have a touchdown. Russell just jumped off sides. They clapped hard, tried to draw him off, and it worked. This will put him at the 7. Russellville now penalized 7 times for 56 yards.
2nd down and
Remains second down. They get inside the 4-yard line for a first down. That's where Greenwood's very dangerous. They spread you out. They like to run the ball. They've got 3 rushing touchdowns. They're going to try Kane Archer, and he's not going to get the touchdown, but he's got the first down inside the 5. First and goal. It's their 5th trip into this red zone. They've got 3 touchdowns and a fumble. Dunbar to the right of Kane Archer. He'll hand it off to Dunbar, and he's going to get a yard, and that'll be it.
Dunbar on the carry.
Kane Archer mentioned 22 offers offered by Arkansas when he was an 8th grader. He's got offers from Louisville, Florida State, Michigan, Missouri, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. He's committed to UCF.
Butcher, number 45, was at the bottom of that stack.
Yeah, Booker,
I mean.
Second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Archer will keep it himself. Wide opening there on the left side. Scores, but we'll have to wait and see because we do have a flag down and another Cyclone helmet coming off here. This is the 5th one on 4 different players. We'll see if the touchdown's holding against Greenwood, so take the touchdown off the board.
Against Greenwood.
That'll be the 7th penalty for 80 yards. Both teams have been penalized 7 times, but Greenwood's got a lot more yards because of the personal foul penalties. They've been penalized 80 yards, Russellville 56.
10-yard penalty.
10-yard, that's from the line of scrimmage, so they'll put it at the 12-yard line. Second down and goal for the Bulldogs. And changing out some personnel as Dunbar back in. They're going to roll out with a little screen. It's complete and into the end zone for the touchdown. Easy pitch and catch there for Cooper Bland. He took the pass from Kane Archer and a touchdown, Greenwood.
To Bland, touchdown, Bulldogs.
It took them a while, but they got in. Russellville just can't. We just can't stop that little 5-7 yard pass.
Well, what happened on that play is Bland was in there actually to block, or seemingly he let the defender come free, and Russellville was chasing Kane Archer, but it was just a pitch and catch there. As again, the defender was coming free, but the reason why he's coming free is Bland didn't chip him or anything. He was just turned around for that screen pass. It goes for 12 yards and a touchdown. The extra point is up and good. No, he missed it. They've missed 2 this year, 1 by block, and that's their first real miss. So 30-13, our score. We'll take a break. Russellville trailing. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
At Union Bank in Russellville, we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. We know your name, your story, and we're here to help you write the next chapter. Big banks treat you like a number, we treat you like family. Our Union team is right here with you, local, trusted, and always personal, offering a wide array of accounts designed for your lifestyle and with all the latest digital banking tools. Union Bank. Come see us downtown in the 500 building. Jason McGee and Jeff Smith are rooted in Russellville and focused on you. Union Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. Greenwood goes 60 yards in 6 plays. Archer to Bland for a 12-yard touchdown pass. Landon Franklin missed the extra point. 2 minutes and 30 seconds is what it took. And the Bulldogs leading 29-13. I said 30-13. They had already put up the extra point, but 29-13. Callahan will take the kickoff from the 16-yard line, running. He cuts it up the middle, breaks a tackle there at the 29-yard line, gets to the 31 before being slung down. So pretty good return there by Sam Callahan. Took that at the 16, and they'll mark him down at the 31. 15 yards on the return. They've had problems dealing with Callahan and his return. He's averaging 36 yards a return. Of course, he had 73 on one, but 3 kickoff returns for a total of 108 yards. They start the play clock. Russellville huddling on the sideline. Russellville trailing 29-13. Cyclones have only stopped Greenwood twice. That was 2 fumbles. They want to stay in this game. They've got to score and milk a little bit of clock. They hand off. Big hole here on the left side. Callahan, he's off to the races. He's going to go the distance, maybe 30, 20. They're going to trip him up just barely inside the 15. I tell you, they say they don't have anybody faster, but he was step for a little while, but getting inside the 15. They mark him at the 13-yard line, and 56 yards on the run there by Sam Callahan. That's what Russellville can do to you.
Yes, very quickly.
They got guys that can break it. Olsen is going to keep this one. He's looking to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. He threw that one well behind the intended wide receiver. And if the defender would have been looking, he would have been off the races as they were going on that far left side of Danny Brown.
Yeah, Danny was open there. He had broke to the inside and then took it to the outside very quickly, and the pass just wasn't there.
1 of 4 passing for Olsen. And second down, Cyclones taking their time. 9 seconds on the play clock. I'll bring a man in motion. That is Brown. And at the S-back position. They'll pull it from Callahan, running to his left, and he's going to step out of bounds. And, boy, be tackled hard out of bounds. The official right there said it's not a flag, but Marcellus is down. And Coach Wheeler is saying he was driven out of bounds, and the official said, or he was hit out of bounds. The official said he was driven out. And they're talking about it on the sideline right now.
I think the official missed that one.
Third down.
Going through this, what I don't like about this is he was injured, or he was slow to get up, and they went ahead and started the play clock. So it's at 9 seconds. You get, an injured player on the play, and they went ahead and started the play clock. It's at 4 seconds. Olsen is going to keep it himself. Running through the middle, he'll get to the 10, maybe the 9-yard line, depending on where they spot it. It'll bring up fourth down for the Cyclones, and we have a flag. They give him the 10-yard line, but we'll have the pending the flag. Personal foul face mask. That's going to be half the distance.
Maybe that's the reason our helmets keep coming off. I'm surprised the play clock hadn't started.
Yeah. Personal foul penalty.
The result of the penalty, the Cyclones will have.
Are they putting it down at the 6-yard line?
Third down and 2 at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
Okay, I was going to say that it should not. All right. It still should not be third down or fourth down. It is third down and 2. Cyclones have it at the 5. Olsen will give this one to Sam Callahan. He plows forward. It's going to be close. I think he's going to be about a half yard short. Yeah, and we have a flag in the end zone. I'm telling you, Greenwood brings this out of a lot of teams, not just us. There's a lot of stuff like this. That last personal foul penalty, of course, didn't go for 15 yards, but that was the 4th personal foul penalty, and we'll see what happens here. I don't know if he got the first down from where they spot it. Personal foul against Russellville on this one. So
personal foul against Russellville.
There's only so much you can take, You just get aggravated, and I think that's kind of what happens here. So on this, so they do give him the 4-yard line. He'll get credit for the yard. It's still going to be third down, though, and it's going to back us up to the 19. So.
You think if they started finding the coaches, that would stop?
And 15.
Is it fourth down? That was a third down play. It should be third down.
Third down.
Yeah.
They got it marked 4, but it's third.
Unless they're saying it was after the play. It should be third down if it was during the play, but I guess they're saying it's after the play, and that's why the fourth down situation. Russellville had 4 seconds on the play clock. They're going to take a timeout because they don't know what's going on here. We're going to have to take a break here. We'll take it with them. 8:39 left to play here in the third quarter. Russellville trailing 29-13. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass. glass.
You usually like to save your timeouts until the fourth quarter, but Russellville feels like they really need this. 4th down and 16 at the 19-yard line, and the Cyclones are going to go for a field goal here. It'll be from just inside the left hash mark. They'll put it down at the 27-yard line, so it'll be a 37-yard attempt for number 27, Jesus Perez. This is well within his range. He had a 40-yarder this year. His career long is 44. Daughtry Renfro will hold. He will not rush. It's definitely long enough. And it hit the right upright and bounced out. He's had some bad luck this year. He's 1 of 5 on the season. And last year was 7 of 9. That one hits the right upright, so Russellville comes away with no points. And it acts as a punt that goes into the end zone, so Greenwood will actually have the ball at their own 20-yard line.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is.
Because he had the distance.
1st down and 10, Greenwood at the 20-yard line.
So the Cyclones fail to come back with any points after giving up a touchdown and a missed extra point by Greenwood. 29-13, the Cyclones trail out of the little screen pass along the far side, going to be complete for the Bulldogs, and a big run there by Braden Rennick, who's not been a big part of their offense this season, but he's been a big part of it tonight. As they go to the 36, 16 yards, he's got 7 catches for 57. They're going to hand it off now to Raggio, and he cuts back. He's got the 1st down, and he's going to be tackled near midfield.
Well, that's just a very strong run there.
They put him down at the 49-yard line of Greenwood. 13-yard pickup. Cyclones trying to get off the field. We maybe got the illegal participation. We do. Russellville could not get the 12th man off the field in time. I just can't snap it. Or they can't get off the field before the snap. They're just too quick. It's too quick, and it goes as a 5-yard penalty against the Cyclones. 9 penalties for 76 yards for Russellville. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs.
5-yard penalty.
Next week, we will be at Mountain Home. We'll make the long trip up there. If you're not up there or headed that way, turn us on here, 102.3 KCJC, or here on Cyclone Booth YouTube page. 1st and 5, plenty of time for Archer. He's going to throw it deep. It's going to be tipped and complete. Oh, my goodness, at the 10-yard line. Russellville had a beat on their first interception. It goes off the hands of the defensive back, Thompson, I believe.
Thompson, that was.
Yeah, that could have been our first pick. And they are very lucky because that was poorly thrown ball there by Archer. And here's a handoff to Dunbar. They're already going. No, Archer keeps it himself. He's going to be into the end zone for the touchdown. I didn't even see who caught the ball. We didn't have time. They are so fast. They're like a machine. And they score the touchdown from 11 yards out. They score from 11 yards out, and that gives them a 35-13 lead. We'll wait the extra point. Landon Franklin, who's missed 2 on the year, 1 earlier tonight and 1 blocked. And that's good. 7:59 left to play in 3rd quarter. 36-13. Greenwood leads. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
It's John here at Huntington Learning Center in Russellville, and I'm excited to share how we're making a real difference for families right here in the River Valley. Parents are saying things to us like, my child is finally excited to learn again. Whether your student needs to catch up, stay sharp, or boost a good ACT score even higher, Huntington's personalized programs can help them thrive.
Call Huntington Learning Center at 1-800-CAN-LEARN or visit huntingtonhelps.com today.
Once again, congratulations to the Lady Cyclone golf team as they won their 3rd consecutive state championship, 4th consecutive conference championship. At conference, they blew out Greenwood, and then they ended up beating Lakeside by 4 at state. They came in 2nd. As we kick off here, Greenwood leading 36-13. Russellville will let this one go out of bounds. We'll see how the Cyclones want to handle this. On that scoring summary, Kane Archer, an 11-yard touchdown run, his 3rd touchdown run of the night. They go 80 yards in just 4 plays and 40 seconds. That's how fast. But Kane Archer, very lucky. He made a very bad throw that should have been intercepted. Goes off the hands of the Cyclones and then caught by, I believe it was Cooper Bland, but I couldn't tell. And The extra point was good. They're going to have to, Russellville's going to make them kick it again.
Yeah, that Callahan did made a good choice over there. Ball went out at the 9-yard line, and if he'd have picked it up, I don't know if he'd have gained that much yards or not.
This is the second time that they've had a penalty like this. Greenwood and Russellville both times has asked them to re-kick it again. And so again, for some reason they keep kicking it at Sam Callahan. I can't figure out why.
There it is.
He's
again.
averaging 36 yards a kickoff return. He'll take this from the 17-yard line across the 25, and they solved him a little bit. He gets to the 31, so congratulations to Greenwood for that one. It was from the 70 when he only gets 14 yards on the return. But again, Russellville, when you turn 173 yards, it set you up. Might as well. It's one of your best plays. You get the guy out in open space.
First down and 10, Russellville at the Cyclone 31-yard line.
Chris Young, go ahead.
I started saying, I can't believe he started the clock again, the white hat. He must be wanting to get home or something.
Chris Young, the head coach for Greenwood, graduate of Fort Smith Northside, did not play football. Said he was too small. His father is Joe Fred Young, longtime coach at Northside. If you're old as me or older, you know Joe Fred Young. He coached there for 18 years. Won a state title there. Here's Marcellus Olson running the option beautifully. He gets to the 44-yard line. Good job, Marcellus. And he'll pick up 13 yards on the play.
Thornsberry, number 4, made the tackle. That was kind of a saving tackle because he hadn't got him down. He was going to gain another 10, 15 yards.
They move him back at the 43, saying he slid a little bit, so 12 yards on the pickup. 76 yards on 15 carries for Marcellus. The Cyclones taking their time. They're taking a little bit extra, and I don't blame them. They're looking at the defensive line. Not that they've been out there for a lot of plays. They have, but it's just how fast the tempo is for Greenwood, something you don't see on film unless you're watching a live stream. They're so fast. I've never seen a team run faster, not at college or NFL or anything like that. Marcellus Olson's going to run out of bounds for a loss on the play. And back at the 39-yard line. No, they'll put him at the 40, so a loss of 3 on the play.
Second down and 13 at the 40.
Second down and long.
Well, that's a smart play by Olson. He's no place to go. They had 4 defenders surrounding him. Just watching Coach Wheeler, he's still giving that official little advice.
Yeah. Mountain Home's taking a 34-33 lead against Shiloh Christian. Again, that's our next 2 games. Murderers Row, Greenwood, Mountain Home, and Shiloh Christian. You got 3 of the top 5 teams in Class 6A. Handoff on the fly sweep goes to the 48-yard line. I think that was JRT, but I couldn't see the number very well.
Number 15 it is.
Ross Thompson. Third down and 5 for the Cyclones. Third down and 5. Looking at third down situation that Russellville's had so far this game. 3 of 8 tonight on the season. The Cyclones are 26% on third down conversions. They're 50% on fourth down conversions. They are 0 of 1 tonight on a fake punt that was a weird one to call, and they are going to convert this one.
There's our first down.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm looking at it. Is it exactly 5 yards? I think it is, but that'll put us at the very least in their territory, and we'll see if it's going to be 5 yards enough. Yeah, it's going to be to the 47. And we got the first down. The 11th first down for the Cyclones tonight. Under 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. The Cyclones trailing 36-13 against Greenwood. Now, talk about Murderers Row. You got Greenwood at Mountain Home, Shiloh Christian. That's just, again, Greenwood's number 1, Shiloh's number 2, and Mountain Home is number 5. Benton's
there it is
in there.
Again.
Benton's in there somewhere, too.
Another 5-yard penalty.
I think at number 3, and I think Sylvan Hills is up at 4. Yeah, you're right. It's an offsides penalty. And they're getting the Greenwood to jump quickly here.
Now they're talking about it. Saying we moved?
The official on the far side just said offsides against them. I'm watching him, and now they just called it against the Cyclones. And so the official on the far side, standing on the Greenwood side, actually signaled offsides against Greenwood. They didn't go with what he said, so that's a negative play for the Cyclones. Russellville been penalized 10 times for 81 yards. All right. Our media team member Chase, he said, yeah, we moved. So 1st and 15. Olsen back to pass. He's going to have to scramble, and he's got some room on the right side. He got back the penalty yards and a little more as he steps out of bounds inside the 45 of Greenwood.
Keeps on the play. He's run out of bounds at the Bulldog.
To be honest with you, I don't understand why any team, when Russellville drops back to pass, they rush Olsen, especially up the middle, because he's so fast. You can't catch him.
Well, I was going to say, it's something to see a defender coming after him, and he waits on him, and then he just sidesteps them, and they just keep going by.
And you watch him in the fall of basketball, and he's as quick as a hiccup out there on the court. The reason why he gets a lot of steals. Applies good defensive pressure for Greg Chenault, the head coach for the Cyclones. And now a timeout called by Greenwood. They want to talk this over. We'll take a break. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Russellville trailing 36-13 to Greenwood. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Back at the Farmers Co-op, and Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, whenever we're thinking about the Farmers Co-op, it's that variety that people love and the great selection that they'll find at their local co-op, East Main Russellville, also in Danville.
That's true. We have all the items for the farm and ranch, but we also have lawn and garden, pet supplies, just a very wide variety of products.
The Farmers Co-op in Russellville, exit 84 off Interstate 40, East Main, Russellville, also in Danville.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is River Country. KCJC,
an EAB Media Group radio station.
Greenwood leading the Cyclones at Cyclone Stadium. We're coming to you from the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. Russellville trailing, but looking at 2nd down and 7. Mentioned Coach Young did not play football. The coach at Greenwood, he didn't. He actually played basketball and soccer and ended up getting a scholarship to go to UCA. But we hired Greenwood to be their junior high coach. Russellville snapping it before Greenwood is ready, and they got flags all over the place. I think 3 flags, 1 on each side, 1 in the backfield, and it's going to be a legal procedure against the Cyclones. Greenwood was hollering for that. Russellville was trying to sneak that one by and backfired a little bit. 2nd down and 12. On the radio side, we will have the high school football scoreboard show coming up at 10 o'clock and going all the way to midnight tonight, hosted by Rex Nelson. They're on 102.3 KCJC. Calling the big ticket. Yep, you're right.
About 20 of them.
Yeah, 21 actually. And Marcellus going to run the option, pitches it to Callahan, and he sheds a tackler at midfield. Another one at the 45-yard line, and they're going to suplex him down. That's got to draw a flag. But they did not. They're going to say out of bounds, and Coach Wheeler's in their ear again about that one. But what a play by Callahan. He broke a tackle at 50, shed a tackler at the 45, and they're going to put him down just inside the 40-yard line. So a 9-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And I say option, but that was almost like just a regular toss because they were already at Marcellus Olsen. And the pitch man did not even get close to the line of scrimmage. Usually you see that before you take the pitch.
Number 5, Thompson, got a great block on one of the defenders.
3rd down, forward pitch there, and we got a flag fly. This is going to be a loss of yards if it holds. Technically, it's a forward pass, but we'll have to wait and see. It's thrown by the back judge.
Holding against Russellville.
The holding called. We'll see. I think they may decline it because this is going to bring up 4th down, and they will decline it. Put us back at the 47-yard line, and -7 on the passing yards. Now officially, we've completed 2 passes for a total of 0 yards, a 7-yard pass and a -7-yard pass. Both of them have been to Ross Thompson. Russellville looking at 4th down and 10. 6 minutes left to play. The clock stopped with 6:01 all of a sudden. And Russellville going to punt it.
In the third quarter, Fort Smith Southside 21.
Trailing
Nobody back for Greenwood.
Trailing 36-13. Jesus Perez, boy, got a beautiful punt. We got to get down there to field that one. Hits at the 20, we'll go sideways. We are there. We're going to down it at the 17-yard line, a 30-yard punt. Again, putting it inside the 20. That's what you want. And that's where Greenwood will take over. 5:53 left to play here in the third.
First down and 10, Bulldogs.
The way that ball was turning in the air, I thought it was going to take off and go a little bit deeper.
All right, here we go. Kane Archer, who's run a lot more than what they had advertised. He'll hand this one off to Dunbar, and he'll get to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7. Let's watch how fast they go there. They're lined up ready to go now. They're beat the officials a lot of times.
2nd down and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Some Cyclones already need to check out. They're already tired. 3 receivers to the right. They'll bring a man in motion. That's Dunbar. Archer, here comes the blitz. He's going to throw a bubble screen underneath. A break a tackle, Canada does, and he's got the first down. Russellville thought they had it for no gain.
Archer complete to Canada.
But it goes to the 30-yard line.
Very deceptive runner. We got to grab him, wrap him up.
Yeah, Canada, he's got 5 catches for 51 yards tonight. 218 yards passing for Kane Archer. He's going to keep it himself, running to the far side. He's at the 40. At midfield now, and it's going to be a foot race. What knee problem? He drops the football, picks it back up, and is out of bounds as he gets to Cyclone territory. And it'll put it at the 37-yard line. Look at their linemen. Their linemen are got to be just the best conditioned linemen in high school football. They're ready to go. They're waiting on the ball to be placed down. They run to the football. That's another fumble for them, but they do recover that one. Screen pass complete out here to the side to Rennick, and he's taken down at the 30-yard line.
Archer complete to Rennick.
It's 22 of 24 for 225 yards. He's thrown 2 incompletions. Probably should have had an interception, but went off the Cyclone's hands. But still, he's been on target. He's going to throw here underneath the Canada down the right sideline, and he's going to take a lick there and be taken down at the 11-yard line. We have a flag all the way back at the 26-yard line, so we'll have to look and see what this one is. It's going to be against Greenwood, I believe. This will slow him down just enough. A hold against the Bulldogs.
Holding against Greenwood. 10-yard penalty from the spot.
From the spot. They put the spot at the 26-yard line. So they'll put him back at the 36. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Third quarter, Boonville 28, Hackett 6.
10-yard penalty there. So 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. Rennick in motion. Archer looking left already. And he's going to roll out that way. Russellville trying to close the gap. Here comes Flores. Can't get him down. He's at the 30-yard line and fumbles the football at the 29-yard line, but I think he fell on top of it.
Yeah, he did.
It's his 2nd fumble on this series, but he's been able to fall on top of both of them.
He took a good hit on that one.
Here's the handoff to Raggio, and he will be tripped up, but not before he gets the first down. So they'll convert the 3rd down play into a first down at the 23-yard line of Russellville. That's their 27th first down. 459 yards of offense for Greenwood. Cyclones were close for a while. They were only down 10 at halftime, but Greenwood just starting to roll and be a little bit too much for the Cyclones tonight. Raggio up the middle, and he just runs into a lineman and a block there and is going to be ruled dead at the 18-yard line after a pickup of 5 yards. He got 10 carries for 56 yards. 3:15 left to play here in the third quarter. The Cyclones have technically stopped Greenwood on 3 possessions. One was at the end of the first half, so not really, but 2 fumbles, but that's been it. Greenwood's been able to do what they want on every other possession. 229 yards passing, 235 yards rushing. Coach Wheeler said they are running a little bit more to protect Kane Archer and kind of hide some weaknesses that they've had at the wide receiver position. They don't have that stand out anymore, as Greenwood will take a timeout. Champ Davis is their main wide receiver, and he's not played tonight. He's actually a transfer from Nebraska, and he's got a couple Division I offers. Of course, Kane Archer, a transfer in there. Their backup quarterback, Cruz Coatney's a transfer from Fayetteville, and he's had to play some because of the injury to Kane Archer.
Now Coach Young has given the White Hat a near full because he was saying one of my men were hurt, and you started the clock.
They won 30 straight games. They have the 3rd longest winning streak in Arkansas high school history, 50. That was behind Barton and Pine Bluff Dollarway. Dollarway had 51, but Barton owns it, the longest winning streak at 63 games. They've won 12 state championships in 3 different classifications, and they won the last 2.
In the 4th quarter.
2nd down and 5 for Greenwood at the Cyclone 18-yard line, and now Archer goes in motion. They're going to go Wildcat formation as they hand off. That wasn't Archer in motion. Sorry, that was number 9, Braden Brewer. 9 and 8 kind of ran together there. But every 3rd down as they pick up a yard. No, they're not even going to give him anything. 3rd down and 5 at the 18.
3rd down.
Just hold them for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, they have not attempted a field goal all year, so that would be news. And Archer just clapped his hands once again, and the Cyclones jumped off sides, and that'll give them a 1st down. The 12th penalty on the Cyclones for 91 yards.
That's something.
1st down and 10, Greenwood at the 13-yard line.
They put it down to 12. There's your 6-yard offsides penalty. Waiting for that one. On 1st down, they're going to run the quarterback sweep. We got a holding penalty. He's going to go in the end zone for the touchdown, but this is coming back. They've been called on that a few times, not as many as we'd like, but that's a hold there.
That's Dunbar that did that.
Yeah. I think they say hold them, and they can't call everything on that because they have tackled our guys at times and been called on it quite a bit. After 3, Mountain Home leading Shiloh Christian 34-33. Well, that'd be a good one to watch. Again, that's our next 2 opponents.
In the 3rd quarter, Mountain Home 34, Shiloh Christian
and Archer
33.
looking at 1st down and 20 from the 22-yard line. Bulldogs leading 36-13. They got a safety and a missed extra point. Otherwise, they've gotten 5 touchdowns, 4 on the ground, 1 in the air. Archer back to pass. He's going to take a shot at the end zone here in Canada. It's going to be incomplete. We're going to get pass interference against the Cyclones.
Flag on the play.
This will be on us. So it'll still be 1st down. No automatic 1st down. Didn't need it.
Pass interference against
Be a 10-yard or half the distance. What are they going to do? They're going to put it at the 11. Love these 11-yard penalties. Good grief. I tell you, that stuff just drives me insane when, as a math guy, when they can't count correctly. So we have 1st and 9. It's a half the distance, though, so they did it right. But I had to cover for him on the 6-yard penalty while ago. Rolling out, Archer throwing to the corner, and incomplete. And we have another flag, and this may be against the Cyclones here. I'm not sure. I tell you, I thought there was going to be a pick play set up there by 88, Braden Rennick, when he ran into the safety, but I think they're going to get us for pass interference. Yep, they are going to get us for pass interference.
Pass interference against Russellville.
I think the fans are getting a little bit irritated at the officiating on this one.
Yeah, it looked like Rennick actually cleared him out, and but we're getting called there, and they're going to switch in. They're actually going to bring Carson Harris in. Just which is in some healthy guys, some non-tired guys. This is the 9th play of this drive of 78 yards. It'll be first and goal from the 5-yard line.
9 plays and 9 penalties.
Archer weaving his way, and he'll get inside the 5 to the 2. And I think that's going to be enough for a first down. We'll have to wait. Yep, they are going to say first and goal now officially at the 2-yard line. Archer, 147 yards rushing on 11 carries, 3 touchdowns. And this is the longest time-wise drive for Greenwood, and it's kind of put everybody to sleep on both sides. They're going to hand off the running back. He takes a lick, but falls forward for a yard there. Raggio. Oh, sorry, that was Dunbar.
Dunbar on the carry.
I think that was Max Mitchell that came in from that far side to put a lick on him.
Greenwood's taking their time when they're down here within a few yards of the goal line.
Sorry, it was Jackson Booker. Under a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. Archer will keep it himself. He dives forward and he gets hit. And spun around, and Russellville comes up with the football. And now they throw the flag. Russellville came up with the football, was trying to return it. And I think they're saying it was not a fumble, but the back judge, I mean, he threw it. He tried to throw that flag as high in the air as he could. And so we'll see. They're talking it over. There's just something about Greenwood. When they come to town, we get a lot of personal fouls, a lot of things like this happening, and sometimes that's why these games last so long. Right? 9-15. Unsportsmanlike contact against Greenwood. All right. I think that's a post play. But I remember when Ryan Talley was at quarterback and they suplexed him and injured his shoulder. And I think their feeling was, we'll just, take him out of the game. What's 15 yards when you injure their quarterback, maybe? And
15-yard penalties will make it 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, it's after the play, so the 3rd down play counts. It's 3rd down and goal. 14-yard penalty if you look at how they marked it off, but we have to count it as 15 yards. Two receivers to each side on 3rd down and goal from the 16-yard line. Archer back, delayed blitz. He throws, is going to be incomplete. Tried to go to Cooper Bland there on the side. That was well out of his reach.
Archer's pass incomplete.
Archer staying out there. I bet they go for it.
No, they have 0 field goal attempts on the year. And this would be a 33-yarder. I tell you, I think they want the mercy rule. They'd have to get to 48 if they're going to hold the Cyclones. So they're 12 points away. I think that bothers Coach Young. He showed Russellville no mercy ever since Russellville beat him. He was the offensive coordinator in that state championship game. Archer pumps. He's going to run for it. He's at the 15, 10, angling towards the pylon, and he's going to be into the end zone for the score. Got past Marigel, who looked like he might have had him at the 5-yard line, but Archer able to run that in from 16 yards out. And that's his 4th touchdown tonight. 163 yards on 13 carries. Makes it 42-13. And they'll try the extra point with Landon Franklin. This might be their longest drive of the season. 11 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll give you the totals on that when we come back here in just a moment, but try the extra point. I can go ahead and tell you it was 5 minutes and 42 seconds. The extra point is good. 43-13, we'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you've put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
All right, on that scoring summary for Greenwood, they go 83 yards in 14 plays, 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Kane Archer, a 16-yard touchdown run, the extra point was good by Landon Franklin, and Greenwood leads it 43-13. On the kickoff, it's going to be fielded at the 17-yard line by Callahan across the 30 to the 35. He might make the 40-yard line depending on the spot.
He was still moving that pile. Good run back. Greenwood gets the ball again. Do you think Archer will be out there?
Depends on his stats. They are a very stat-oriented team, and they feel like they don't have the stats to give them a little bit of notoriety. They'll leave them out there.
That's something.
That's why your backup quarterback, even in games that you scored 61 points, has 5 passing attempts. They beat Northside 61-14. They've struggled some, and they're coming back to the pack a little bit. Of course, they'll be moving to 5A for the next 2 years. They're appealing that. They want the competitive advantage that the private schools have. They're trying to get that where they can move up to 6A, possibly 7A. Handoff goes for no gain, maybe a yard for Sam Callahan. As we conclude the third quarter of play, Russellville trailing 43-13. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Are you looking for a new career? Since 1982, Arkansas Beauty College has provided well-rounded education for your future success, allowing you to be your own boss, just like Sharon Callahan, who owns Hair Tech Studios.
My educators, I had 2 of them, were very inspiring, and everybody helped me out and helped me through it, and they always encouraged us all to do our very best. By the time I got out of beauty school, I thought I could apply for a job anywhere in this town.
Welcome back. Cyclone golf team is going to be playing at the state tournament on Wednesday at Pine Bluff Country Club, hosted by Pine Bluff Whitehall. As we start the fourth quarter with the Lathis Realty broadcast booth here at Cyclone Stadium. 2nd down and 9 for the Cyclones. We'll start the fourth quarter with them handing the ball off. They ran out there with a quick play. They gave it to Sam Callahan, and he'll get back the line of scrimmage, and that'll be it. 3rd down and 9. Russellville trailing 43-13.
Yeah, we tried that one up the middle, and Greenwood was ready for it.
Last time it's been this close was a couple years ago, and Russellville was tied with Greenwood 21-21 in the fourth quarter. End up losing 42-21. Back to pass is Olsen. He's going to heave this one downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Took a shot at man-on-man coverage there, out there against the Julius Thompson.
Well, the defender, give him credit. He was right with him. It's been a very difficult pass to complete.
The Cyclones will punt this one away. I realize Greenwood's still undefeated. They're still the 2-time defending state champions. But I'm telling you, you talk to anybody, and they say this is not the dominant team that's been there the last 2 years. They have a lot of close victories, and they just don't look the same. Their defense isn't as strong as it has been. They've done enough to win tonight as the punt goes to the 39-yard line, 21 yards.
21-yard punt, no return.
Greenwood will have the ball at the 39-yard line. with 11:07 left to play. And it'll be interesting. Shiloh Christian lost by 7, but it'll be interesting when they go to Mountain Home. And that'll be at the end of the season when they travel up there.
New quarterback for Greenwood, number 10, Courtney.
Cruz Coatney.
Coatney, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah. They'll have it at the 39-yard line. Coatney going to throw. Complete pass to the far side. This is Canada, who's had a really good game tonight. He's got the first down. Cruz Coatney, his father, is actually a record-setting quarterback at Greenwood. Coatney transferred to Greenwood from Fayetteville. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1st and 10. He's looking near side, throwing complete on the screen pass. They shed a tackler inside the 40-yard line, Braden Rednick, who, again, I keep saying this, but he has had a fantastic game for the Bulldogs. They're running quickly here. They're wanting to try to score and put some more points on the board. They pick up 13 yards there. 9 catches for Rednick for 76 yards. He got the first pass of the night, caught that one there. Raggio, they miscommunicated. Looked like Coatney was wanting to pull that himself, and the running back, Raggio, wouldn't let go of it. They lose 2 yards on the play. I don't know if you can credit the tackle there to the Greenwood quarterback because he helped bring him down.
Yeah, Parker's right there to bring him down.
2nd down and 12. Coatney is actually on the Greenwood golf team, and Coach Young was very encouraging to say, go play golf, enjoy it, because his dad's a big golfer too, and then he realized, hey, we're going to use him a lot more because their quarterback was injured, so they've had to deal with playing on the golf team too. Coatney takes this one around the end. He'll step out of bounds, about to pick up a 4 on the play. 3rd down and 9 coming for the Bulldogs. 10:08 left to play here in the ball game. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, short side of the field. Coatney, he's looking right, back left. He's going to float that way. Boy, we got a holding there. No flag, and they'll go throw near side. It's going to be incomplete as it hit off the turf. He was going out to Benton Hostley. There is no flag down, so Russellville will accept the incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th down and 9 for the Bulldogs.
I've never seen an officiating crew miss so many holding penalties.
And they've thrown their flag quite a bit tonight. 27 penalties. There's been a lot of personal fouls, too. 4th down and 9. J.C. McMillan, the running back. Coatney, quarterback. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. It's going to be empty backfield. Coatney steps back. He's going to just chunk this one downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. He caught it out of bounds, and so Russellville has held.
Coatney took a shot after he released the ball. First time we really got into their quarterback.
Cyclones will take over at the 37-yard line, stopping them on downs. That was target for Braxton Canada, who's had 7 catches for 66 yards, less than 10 yards a catch. We'll be posting all our stats on Facebook. It's Kane Archer Show tonight. 229 yards passing, 161 rushing, threw for a touchdown, ran for 4 more. He has been their offense. He's rushed for now 2 100-yard games. He had 9 touchdowns rushing coming into tonight. He got 13 for the season now. Had a 4-touchdown performance against Bentonville West, but that was all in the air. Olsen will hand this one off to Callahan. He's straight up the middle, still on his feet as he breaks a tackle there to get to midfield.
In the last 4 yards, he had a defender holding on to him and drug him for about 4 yards for a first down.
And he's over the 100-yard mark as he had 108 yards, picked him up 13 on that one. And I think this is his 3rd 100-yard rushing game of his career. We have an injury to a Cyclone, and I think that's number 72. So it's Anthony Carrillo then. Now he's been injury-plagued even from the beginning of the year. They weren't even sure if he's going to make it for the first game as he was getting through an injury over the summer. We're going to take a break. Russellville trailing 43-13 with 9:46 left to play in the game. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Autoplex, we want your car. We're giving cash on the spot, no trade necessary. Right now, we are buying local and giving more money than ever for local trades. Plus, while you're here, check out the 0% financing on 2025 GMC Sierra, or 2.99% for up to 72 months on 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. Silverado Autoplex, we want your vehicle and we're willing to pay for it. Bring us your car today and leave with cash in hand. Come see us today at Silverado Autoplex, Russellville.
Welcome back to the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. The Cyclones trailing Greenwood 43-13. Thank you, Rick. Van Buren winning over Shiloh Siloam Springs 38-0. Won that one by mercy rule. Shiloh Christian, we're checking in on them. They're hosting Mountain Home. That game tied now with 8 minutes left to go in the game. Tied at 41. That's been a back and forth game. Had no word on Southside against Lake Hamilton. Carrillo took a while, but glad to see he's up, walking off under his own power. Really glad to see that. After we go back to action, Sam Callahan, that 13-yard pickup, he has 108 yards on 15 carries. First down and 10 for the Cyclones at midfield. He'll get the carry again, bouncing this one, trying to get to the outside. He picks up 7 yards, even more, and he's very close to another first down for the Cyclones. Boy, a horrible spot.
Oh, yeah.
And they may be shortchanged him by a yard.
Callahan.
And they did. I think he got the 40. They gave him the 41 with 9 yards on the pickup. Second down and 1. Ethan Bartlett will check back in for the Cyclones. He'll replace Renfro. Going for a heavier package here, meaning more short yardage situation. Hallmark in there. He had one target early in the game. Would have been a touchdown, but just underthrown. But Hallmark in there at tight end. Renfro actually stays in the game. He's going to help lead block for Callahan. And not much there, but he did get just enough. I believe he got just enough of that first down. That's the 13th first down for the Cyclones. Russellville, 231 yards rushing. They've been averaging 219, so they've been doing well with that. They've been coming into the game averaging just under 6 yards a carry. Their passing has been struggling this year. They've been averaging 64 yards a game. They have 0 passing yards tonight. 2 completions. One went for 7 yards and one went for -7. Olsen will try to change that. Throw back. It's going to be incomplete as it was a screen pass. There was a defender right there, Drew Dickerson. And I'm almost glad that one wasn't caught.
Yeah, in fact, they had 2 defenders out there, and just it'd been good if he just kept the ball and just ran to this right side.
Throwback screen, and they're ready for that one. 8:31 left to play here in the ball game. Russellville trailing by 30. Olsen will hand this one off, and Callahan shedding a tackler in the backfield. He breaks free. He's at the 25, and he'll be taken down there inside the 25 to 23-yard line. Good job,
Man,
Sam.
He led a bunch of defenders laying on the turf. He just would not come down.
17 yards on the pickup, and the officials blow this one dead. I don't know why they came in blowing it dead, because you're going to stop the clock anyway to move the chains, but now they start it. 23-yard line is where Callahan got to. First and 10 from the Greenwood 23-yard line. Trying to wind the clock. Right, now they go with it. Under 8:20 to go. Olsen looking like he's going to pass. He's got to get out of trouble. He's hit, and the ball on the turf is going to be scooped up by Greenwood at the 37-yard line, and they may take this the distance. They're trying. He will be tackled at the 35-yard line.
Another
they
fumble
again, but I think that was well after the play.
Recovered by Greenwood.
And Greenwood, I could not tell who got that. I think it was number 24, but I'm not sure.
I believe it was.
And they'll move it all the way down to the 36-yard line. 37-yard return on the punt return, and they have a basketball and a goal over there where they dunk the basketball when they get a turnover, and the basketball just rolled out onto the field. White hat goes over and he just kicks it. He kicks it back over to the sideline. Get this out of here. Wrong sport. Greenwood will have it 36. They're going to go quickly here with 7:55 left. They're wanting to tack on some more points. They want to win by mercy rule. That's what they want to do to everybody. Pass complete there to Rennick. They're starting tight end. He gets across the 30 to the 26-yard line. That's enough for the first down. Never seen a team be so concerned with how much they win by, because even though they don't have their starting quarterback in there, they still have all the other starters in there.
That pretty much tells you everything you want to know about them.
Yep, 519 yards of offense. I don't mind then that our golf team beats them by so many strokes. A little different on that one, though. Coatney throwing a screen pass complete to the far side. That's to Canada, and he'll get out of bounds inside the 25 to the 22-yard line.
Gain of 5. Second down at 5.
They'll put him down at the 21. Second down. Canada now 8 catches for 71 yards. Coatney back to pass. Looking left, got plenty of time. Now he's being flushed out of the pocket. He'll tuck it and run himself. The 20, the 15, the 10. He'll step out of bounds. Tried to tiptoe there, but he does get inside the 10-yard line. And we have a flag all the way back at the 26-yard line. This is coming back.
Holding against Greenwood. Holding against Russellville. The penalty.
Oh, penalty's offset. All right.
Wow.
All right, so we'll wipe everything off. Well, that's at least we don't have to look at their 13-yard pickup. So how about that? So holding on both teams, that offset, and they'll put it back at the 22-yard line. Second down and 6, so we'll just replay the down. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the game. Russellville trailing 43-13. Coatney will throw a screen pass complete to Canada. Sheds a tackler there inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. That's enough for the first down. Pick up a 7 yards on the play. Going quickly again. They'll hand off here to Raggio, and he'll get to the 10-yard line. Okay, I just got to say this, and I'll stop talking about it. I don't understand keeping your starters in, running the hurry-up, no-huddle when you're up by 30 points and 7 minutes left to go in the game.
Well,
run your offense if you want to, but put some other guys in there or something. It just show a little different mentality here. Let's question that. Coatney rolling to his right. The only non-starter they have in there is the quarterback, and that's Coatney, and he'll take it in for the score. They want the mercy rule. Well, they got it. 49-13. So now we'll be able to run the clock.
And
they'll put it down for the extra point. No matter what happens here, it's over the 35-point. Sportsmanship rule is officially what they call it. They're going to try to put 50 on with the extra point. And Landon Franklin, who has missed one tonight. The extra point for him is good. We'll take a break. 6:40 left. The Cyclones trailing 50-13. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
6 minutes and 40 seconds to play.
Welcome to the Gene Simple Treats Sugar Dome. Our reigning champ, the Salted Caramel Cupcake, is about to be awarded the belt for most delicious. But wait, what's this? It's the Triple Threat Cupcake from the top row. He's got the pin. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new champ. The Triple Threat Cupcake. Gluten-free, sugar-free, and keto-friendly. So remember Gene Simple Treats by Stovey's on Parkway. They make your life sweeter even if you can't have sugar by providing delicious and memorable treats for all occasions.
50-13. The Cyclones trailing, waiting the kickoff from the Bulldogs. We'll give you the scoring summary on that last drive here in just a moment. The kickoff going to be returned by Sam Callahan at the 18-yard line. He's across the 30. He breaks tackle there, and now could this be a foot race? He's across midfield, 40. He's going to be motioned out of bounds inside the 40 to the 36-yard line.
They just can't stop him tonight.
That's one area that Russellville has definitely won, and that's the return game, and that one goes for 46 yards, and that's not his longest return tonight. So the Cyclones will have it at they're going to give him the 35, okay, the 35-yard line, so a 47-yard return. And Cyclones will go from there, and they're supposed to start the clock. Russellville does have their backups in. Man in motion. They're going to hand off here. And let's see, this is Luis Perez.
You know, Greenwood's playing with a lot of their starting lineup on defense.
I was wanting to see who made the tackle to see if it was.
35, I believe.
Yeah, Edwin Castro, the backup quarterback for Russellville. They lose a yard on the play back to the 36-yard line. I don't see any starters on the defensive front, but that doesn't mean they're not there. Second down and 11. Perez going to take this one. He'll get positive yards inside the 35 to the 32.
Perez on the carry.
Well, they do have Drew Dickinson, the outside linebacker, in there, and Jaden Foster, middle linebacker. You're right. All their linebacking core is in there.
Actually, it tells you everything you want to know about this organization.
That was a 5-yard pickup there by Luis Perez. Third down and 6. Russellville getting some guys in there that get some experience. Perez going to carry this one again, and he'll be dropped for a loss back at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's good for Coach Wheeler to do that because this is a good time for them to get some experience.
Sure. I mean, they practice also. They want to get some game situation. I was talking to somebody this week, actually Jamie Sorrells, who played on the 75 team, and he said, back then they had a sophomore schedule. So they got to play sophomore games and not just JV games on Monday nights. And he said it gave them that taste of what it was going to be like on Friday nights. 4:15 left and 5 seconds on the play clock. Russellville. Edwin Castro back to pass. Looking, he's going to throw. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to go upstairs there to Thompson. Castro still looking for his first completion on the season. He's 0 for 3, and Russellville turns the ball over on downs there with 3:53 left, and the clock is running. And Greenwood will have.
Go ahead.
Greenwood will have it at 34-yard line. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we saw Castro's arm, and he's got a pretty good strong arm. I've watched him in warm-ups pregame. We saw it there.
Coatney will hand off here. This is be to Luke Wilson, and he'll go to the 42-yard line.
Drake Little on the carry.
And they're going to go quickly here. That was Drake Little on that carry. I don't understand the hurry up. They're going to fake and back to pass. Coatney looking downfield, throwing his completed pass there. He's at the 45, 40, enough for the first down, and then some as he's taken out of bounds. That's to Braden Brewer, who not a starter, but he's had a lot of playing time tonight. As he gets to the Cyclone 36-yard line, that's his first catch this evening. 2 receivers to each side, and now Coach Wheeler wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. 2:38 left to play here in the ballgame. Russellville trailing 50-13. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
The Russellville School District is seeking bus drivers. Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. RSD is also looking for trip and shuttle drivers, earning $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors for $15 per hour. Drivers and monitors can receive teacher retirement, and drivers are eligible for insurance. RSD is a registered training site if you don't have your CDL. Apply online at the RussellvilleSchools.net transportation page.
Russellville using a timeout. Talk to their defense a little bit. Trailing 50-13, Greenwood going to pick up their 31st consecutive victory here, but it's not over. They may be scoring again. They're at the Cyclone 36-yard line. Mercy rule is in effect. But Coatney back to pass. You got to be kidding me. Throwing a near side complete out of bounds to Lawson Leith.
Coatney complete.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm really not
believing
believing
this. 26-yard line, a 10-yard pickup. I'm going to give him 9 yards. Okay, they're going to say he's out to 27, so 9 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 1. Even though he's out of bounds, the clock continued to roll at 2:15 left. Little will take the handoff, trying to bounce this one outside. He's got the first down to the 20-yard line.
Drake Little on the carry. First down.
Now they got some subs coming in. They'll get to the 21-yard line. Greenwood subbing out the offensive line. The starting offensive line comes out for the Bulldogs.
At
Jackson
153.
Cepeda and Hal Davis. Kira Fubuyashi, who's actually a 3-year starter at center. Cody Taylor, all-conference. Coatney back to pass. He's going to roll to his left, throwing. It's incomplete. He was trying to go here on the near side of J.C. McMillan, who has a carry from earlier tonight. He's 2nd down and 10. And for the first time tonight, they're going to huddle. With a minute 19 left.
Sylvan Hills 40. Benton 35.
We're keeping an eye on the Mountain Home Shiloh Christian game. It was tied 41-41 with 8 minutes left. Well, Shiloh has scored twice to make it 55-41 with a minute 10 left. So Shiloh going to win that one going away. So they rebound off their loss to Greenwood by 7 to beat Mountain Home. They'll get Russellville next week. I'm sorry, 2 weeks. Mountain Home will get them up there next week. They hand off there. They get inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. They don't have to snap. Well, they got to snap it one more time. It's getting close. So 3rd down and 6. High snap. They'll hand this one off. Get to the 15, the 10, and be taken down there at the 6. And that's enough for a first down. 18 seconds left. Clock is rolling. And Greenwood going to run off the field here with a 50-13 victory over your Russellville Cyclones. We're going to take a break, come back with your post-game show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Since 1971, Sorrell's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrell's get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrell's is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrell's Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
Twist the throttle, tame the trails, power through tough jobs. Honda's Ride Red Summer Sales Event is your chance to bring it home. And it's all happening now at Honda of Russellville. Explore Honda's rugged and reliable ATVs and side-by-sides, legendary street bikes, and full line of dependable off-road and adventure bike. Hurry to Honda of Russellville at 220 Lakefront Drive in Russellville today and save big on your dream Honda through September 30th. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and close the side vents and doors when operating a side-by-side. Honda Power Sports vehicles are for riders 16 and older.
Welcome back to the Lathis Realty broadcast booth. Here at Cyclone Stadium, the Cyclones lose it by a score of 50-13. We'll go over the stats for you. 605 yards of offense for Greenwood, 245 for the Cyclones. For Russellville, they were 2 of 7 passing, actually 2 of 8 because they had that fake punt, but 2 of 7 for Marcellus Olson for 0 yards because he had a 7-yarder and a negative 7-yarder. Receiving, Jeremiah and Ross Thompson got both of those catches. Running the football, Sam Callahan, fantastic night for Sam. He had 18 carries for 135 yards, had a bunch of kickoff returns of over 40 yards on one, 73 yards on the other. Did have a touchdown to his credit. Marcellus Olson, 18 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. For the Bulldogs, it was a Kane Archer story. He was 23 of 26 for 229 yards and just one touchdown, but he did run for 4 touchdowns, 161 yards on 14 carries. Braden Rannick for them had 10 catches for 86 yards. I wonder if he's trying to set a record there because he had 2 catches on that very last drive there for the Bulldogs. And 9 catches for Braxton Canada for 77 yards for the Bulldogs. Mario Dunbar had the other touchdown run. Russellville had 51 plays, Greenwood 81 plays. They did have 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles. The Cyclones had 1 turnover. Third down conversions, 8 of 11 for Greenwood, 3 of 11 for the Cyclones. Just too much Greenwood. Russellville could not stop them when they stopped them twice, basically, in the first half off fumbles, turned one of those into points. But, boy, they just come at you and come at you. You can't, it just never stops, and that's what Greenwood does. And I know everybody says they're down, but I got to tell you, they beat the number 2 team in the state last week. They may be down, but I honestly don't know who's going to beat them this year. What are your thoughts on this game? Well,
I thought we did a good job running the ball. It was just Callahan, they just couldn't stop him. And Marcellus did a good job running the ball. It's hard to beat a team when you have 0 passing, and that's hurt Russellville. And what hurt us on defense is Archer, he's a good ball player. I mean, with all the offers he's got and everything like that. But it's the 7 to 10 yard passes that were wide open, and that's what was killing us, and that's what kept their drives going. Also, penalties hurt us tonight. We just had so many of those, and it's hard just to win. But, hey, there's like I say, the running the ball, we look good. Occasions we look good on defense. So Cyclones took a tough defeat tonight, but they have nothing to lower their heads on. They did a good job.
Well, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Russellville Cyclone football. Remind you, our next broadcast will be next week as the Cyclones will be traveling to Mountain Home. And kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. We'll have the coaches' show at 6:30. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Send a special thank you to our chief engineer, Stephen Berry, our Cyclone Booth media team of Chase and Maggie Canfield, and my colorman, Aaron Duval. This is Cyclone Booth, KCJC, and EAB Sports, your home for all Cyclone sports all season long. Once again, our score tonight from Cyclone Stadium, Russellville lost to Greenwood 50-13. On the radio side, 102.3, you'll have the Friday night football scoreboard show that's coming up at 10 o'clock until midnight. So it'll start in about 10 minutes and go all the way until midnight. For Stephen Berry and Maggie and Chase Canfield, Aaron Duval, I'm Mickey Duval, saying to you, good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil. So long, everybody.
Russellville Cyclone.